this chick I follow talking about I finally understand the journey of One Piece. It's about conquering a bunch of mini journeys that turn into the main journey, and that's the story. Yeah, man. 1,000 episodes of mid later, we're still here.
Oh my God!
Just threw it out there. Just threw it out there too. Just threw it out there. They just ate it up. Yeah, I'm not. What does he know? What do I know? I'm over here watching Dorohedoro season 1 again for the 37th time. What do I know about anime, man? I don't know nothing. I'm just talking.
This is Nasty Man's work, man. Do I think that One Piece can be overglazed at times? Absolutely. But as a person that I'm almost caught up to the anime. Nah, you bug. It ain't. Come on, man.
Almost caught up is crazy.
I'm almost caught up. I'm at like 11, 20 something.
How long you been watching?
About a year, but I could have been done if it wasn't for me working on the internet. If it weren't, like the rate that I can binge a show is devious. I watched Love Island in 2 days. I think that's.
I want to ask you about that. That's kind of crazy.
I think that's a pretty impressive feat. I like. It doesn't take me long to just sit there and binge a show if I have to binge a show. I was getting a lot of edits.
I don't know if binging television is an impressive feat. It's very unemployed. Just
I am a loser. I am an unemployed. This is why I do this for.
But you are employed. If anything, it's impressive for someone who should be as busy as I believe you are. Because I watch your stuff.
Yeah, I definitely. I've been streaming while doing this stuff. That's another thing too.
Because
I'll like stream, end it, realize I got to get a Love Island reel, bet let's just watch 20 episodes of Love Island. Oh shit, I need to sleep for 2 hours. Go back live, stream, yada yada.
Hustler.
You know what kind of madman you got to be to just say, F it. Let's just knock out these 20 episodes of Love Island. It's a dang grinder, man.
How'd you do it?
That's a day. Let's just watch a day worth of content.
Are you doing that to make content or just because you like Love Island?
Yes.
Oh, for the love of God. I was about to get on your ass.
It's for the love of the game. It's for the love of the game.
Hey, yo, someone get your man.
Seems like it.
Nah. He's doing it because he likes it.
I don't like it. I'm not saying I don't like
a bad show.
I think if I had to give, damn, what's the show I think is a 10? Fuck it, for the sake of triggering Damo. If One Piece were to be a 10, Love Island like a 6. It's entertaining. It's very entertaining, and that's all I need. I'm not there to see them kiss and shit. Do some entertaining, and I'm good. Yeah. Now the last like 3 episodes, I ain't gonna lie. I almost broke my own rule of skipping through stuff. I'd like to not be TikTok brain, so I was watching it. But I was like, man, this is just your family's here. You're gonna cry. Your dad's here. Or something like that. I don't care. I don't care about this stuff. And y'all breaking up a knot. You know
those last episodes were
it was a drag. It was definitely a drag, especially the finale when it's just like, oh yeah, these are your final 4. There was only one plot line that needed to be shown.
Well, that's what happens when you essentially upload 5 times a week because that's how they did it during the summer. So
true.
Word.
It's all right though. I was gonna upload my part 2 reaction to it, but at this point the reunion's in an hour. By the time this clip would be up, it'd be 8:45. So I'm just gonna merge this clip with the reunion. So I gotta watch the reunion and upload it at like 2 a.m.
Thank God football's here.
Job not finished.
So we don't have to talk about Love Island anymore.
Job not finished.
Ladies and gentlemen,
he's on fire.
Oh my gosh! Thank y'all for your patience. Welcome back. We're gonna go snappy with another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, the only podcast in which we do things differently every single time. I saw the comment section. People were squinting. They said, is that Tevin? No. I said, it's JD. They said, Vance. I said, no. We got a special guest in the building. It's not Jermaine Dupree either.
Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, JD.
What up? Pew, 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 pew. It's whoever you want it to be. I'm Tracy Jackson Davis now. I'm T-Mac. I get T-Mac. Lazy people call me Childish Gambino. I'm like, you're racist. No big deal. It's all good.
Oh wow.
You know, hey,
I'm just see that. What the fuck?
I don't know. When my hair's out, they're just like, oh, black hair. That must be the This Is America guy. That's him.
Let me.
Do you know how racist you gotta be to make that correlation?
I get it pretty.
You really gotta squint. You really gotta squint and be like, maybe in that one season of Atlanta, like that's crazy.
Yeah, Yep. But yeah, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm watching the chat on all the plats, just saying hello. How's everybody doing? What up? How are you?
I promise you, I got the pictures pulled up right now. I'm gonna do a
Tracy Jackson. That dude does look like me.
No,
that's a good one.
Like
Tracy Jackson, that's a good one.
Yeah, he looks like. Oh God, I got my face all over the goddamn internet.
Do like a squint test, y'all. Just if you squint really hard.
Ooh, nice. I like that one. Younger, skinnier me. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta go back. Just listen. Shout out to the power of youth. There we go.
Wait, they might do it based off of do you like Asian women?
I mean, Asian women are cool, but
Childish Gambino.
I mean, I don't love them enough to over like black women. Like my wife is black, so
not Childish Gambino. Not Childish Gambino.
Never mind. No.
Yeah,
they're pretty. I think all women are pretty. You know.
Childish Gambino.
Tendencies. That's
tendencies.
I can see. I got the guys here with me. B-Souls, how you doing today?
Doing good, man. Been doing a lot of work this week. I'm on my Mac. Y'all see the AirPods? Yeah. That's a trigger. That's a trigger.
I'm about to say I didn't say anything. I've been doing work. I'm on my Mac. Like Macking on women, or
all right, here you go.
You left it up for interpretation. You got to fill in the holes. Pause.
I'm on my MacBook.
Okay.
There you go.
Not doing anything. Okay, you don't want to share. All right. Well, Sage, how you doing today?
Doing good. I've been working as well, but I got a stream later tonight after I watch a reunion, and then we gotta get back to finishing the shows. Finished Demon Slayer last night, or season 2 last night. Shout out to the anime night, and just a lot of stuff I gotta watch. Y'all got me in the reactor vortex right now, so I'm also making sure that I'm dropping some original content. I have a couple of custom made videos coming out tomorrow, so it should be fun.
Okay, Damo, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. This past weekend I was supposed to get some streams out but couldn't because my daughters decided to get the whole house sick again, so that's been great. Been fighting that, but getting back healthy, getting back great. Had a good stream today. Got a stream tonight, OTS movie night, hood classics or bad movie, whatever wins the vote. So looking forward to that.
Okay. Listen, man, if you're new to this and you want to be true to this, make sure you hit that join button, that like button, that subscribe button, right? Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I had somebody who recognized me at a basketball game Sunday. Let me tell y'all something though. The way that people like interact with you when they recognize you lets me know if you get women or not. Now, I respect the people, and not saying I disrespect the other people, but I respect the people that come up, yo, man, excuse me, pardon me, I fuck with your content. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, gang. I was talking to a woman. I was talking to a friend of the show, Imani, and this dude, mid-sentence, yo, are you Omizi? Yo, I really, really, really enjoy like you. And I was like, oh, okay. That's a little far out there, but it is what it is. So yeah, just let's try to change up the approach. That's all I'm asking for. It's a little scary out there in the streets.
It's a good problem to have, man.
Yeah, until they follow you to your car.
Did they?
Not this time. Doesn't
sound like a problem you have. I don't know.
They have followed me to my car. Is what I'm saying.
Damn, my bad, Mr. Big Shot.
Oh my God.
You're expecting parasocial relationships not to be that way?
Yeah, I'm expecting them to like not know my blood type.
Nah, come on, bro. You put yourself out there on the internet. Y'all are gaining fame. People feel like they're friends of yours. They're gonna come up to you like the homies that you don't know. That's how it goes.
I hope you know those people that vote for you host of the year, they think of you as their father.
JD, what's the thing? What's the thing that somebody said to you that was like, "Oh, you're way too involved"?
I don't know. I've had like people definitely. My wife says she's able to clock it from afar. Like she'll notice before I notice if someone notices me, and I don't think I'm anybody. But she'll just be like, she'll just kind of get prepared because she's not used to that for her own personal life. But I feel like the only time I've ever had anybody kind of like while out might have been at like a con or something. And I remember like one dude wanted to just hang out all day. And I was like, I think I was just kind of like, I'll entertain this. I don't know. I'm an actor. I can play this role for a few minutes. I don't care. And then I just was like, I'll be friends with him for as long as it makes sense. And not like I didn't like him, more to say I wasn't going to make him feel weird by just hanging around. I was like, eventually maybe he'll get it. And then like 45 minutes later, I was like, oh, I'm going home, man. It was so nice meeting you. I'm going to go. I'll see you later. Be safe. And then I didn't think he was like weird. I personally just think that like a lot of people don't have social cues, so you can't really control that. I mean, a lot of y'all, no disrespect to you guys or me or anyone, but it's like you guys are getting famous in your bedrooms. So where's that? Who learns etiquette that way in the sense of entertainment?
That's fair.
Listen, I know exactly what you mean.
All right, I think that's fair. If you're an audio listener, please leave a 5-star review, right? 5-star review keeps the lights on. These lights. All these lights. All of the lights. B-Souls, you got a 5-star review?
Yeah, this is from the real Jay Brooks, W Pod. I'm from Indiana, and we consider ourselves the Midwest, and the only part of Indiana that isn't Eastern Standard Time is Northwest Indiana! ! And Damo new Dolphins fan, my homie Kenneth Grant, play for y'all.
Shout out Kenneth Grant. Y'all are not the Midwest, by the way. Stop it.
All right. Last but certainly not least, and my friend is in the chat, so we're going to start this up quick, fast, in a hurry. The last, but probably most important way to support us is by opening up those wallets and sending us these super chats. Tanar Clark for $100.
Oh, Big Nar, never the little Clark.
Triggered my trap card.
He always ready to go band for band.
Yummyville.
Tanar Clark says, Honey Bun Gang, I'm on TSO timing. Just copped a crib for the Jiddly Yangs.
Oh, God.
And the youth dummy.
And the molecutudes. Come on now.
Cop the crib and drop it
Shout
on.
Shout out to my molecutudes, man.
This nigga talking about copping a Jickle Yang, bro. All right.
That's exactly what he said. I promise you that's exactly what he said. Shouts out to Tanar Clark for starting off with the sponsor of the stream category. Listen, we do have some other ones. Shouts out to Jess Worth, Bryce Mason. We're gonna get to those. We will stop everything we are doing in order to read your super chat, right? Not my super chat, but your super chat to the community. But there's a lot of ball to get to. We got some special guests in the building. I did invite somebody because I wanted to. How do you bring people up on stage? Oh yeah, I see how you bring people up on stage. All right, I sent out the invite. Oh my God, Tanar Clark with another $100.
Jesus!
Listen, I'll shut that up.
Where?
Oh
man.
Tanar Clark sends another $100 to say another honey bun.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on, y'all?
With your wallet.
Listen, it's already
somebody?
starting off crazy. We have a special guest in the building, 2 special guests now in the building. This is friend of the show, family of the show, wrestling enthusiast, wrestling professional, Blackjack in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
That's happening.
Listen, I
What up?
brought my friend here today because I think we can't avoid having the Rampage Jackson conversation. And I wanted to start there with the pod. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah, for sure. Can y'all hear me? I want to make sure y'all can hear
Absolutely.
me. I ain't never did this before.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you, man.
All right,
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the ball.
Let's do it.
All right, so we have the punch heard around the world, or I should say punches. There were punches heard around the world. This was an interesting situation that happened over the weekend. Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson's son, was a part of a wrestling event where he do me a favor, or Black,
I'm about to say,
do me a favor, do a push to talk, hit the microphone button.
Yeah, I think it's just his TV.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what it is too. Okay, cool, we're good. So Rampage Jackson's son, Raja Jackson, was supposed to be doing some streaming, right? And he did a wrestling event. Now, there's some backstory in all this, and we'll unravel the whole story. But I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the punches and the body slam and the aftermath. I don't know, has anybody... JD, are you familiar with the situation?
Yeah, I saw it the other day.
Okay, I know everybody on stage. Blackjack is familiar with the situation. Everybody is familiar with the situation. We can't show the punches. I know, big shocker, big shocker. You can't show the punches, but just know, Raja slides into the ring, picks up this wrestler, Psycho Stu, slams him on the ground. Psycho Stu then goes unconscious from the initial slam. And from there, Raja delivers 22 punches as counted by the community.
Damn.
Yeah,
22 is crazy.
22.
Yeah, it definitely was north 20. So
Yes,
22 was very believable.
22.
Jesus Christ.
There were punches. He got slightly pulled off by somebody, went back in, but these were 22 punches. There's been an argument in the community about it landing or not landing. We'll get into that in a moment there, but just off top, we'll unpack the after in the beginning. Just off top, just initial reactions from the incident itself. Anybody go react?
I thought it was a bit.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't. Well, I think because you see kick moments all over Twitter and every platform with that stake betting thing on the front or whatever. But I thought it was. I didn't know what it was actually. I've seen Rampage Jackson and his son. I've seen them have funny moments on stream in the before. So I was like, oh, okay, he's at some event. And then the dude who cracked the beer on his head, I remember watching that and thinking, oh, is he mad at him? And then when I heard him say, I think he said, you're not going to sell it or something. And I think at that point, I'm like, oh, it's wrestling. And I got friends who are super deep into wrestling and I know of it. So I was like, I don't think he knows you're wrestling with him. Doing like a moment that would be wrestling. And then I guess they said something about how they talked about you can come get your lick back later in the fight. But I don't know if they communicated that or someone else communicated to it. But I just know that when I saw it, I was like, oh, look at that. He's in the ring. Okay, look at he's pretty strong. I saw him pick him up. I was like, wow, that guy's good for Rampage. His son is strong. And then I saw him slam him, and then I saw him punch him. And I was like, wait, that's not, because now he's not selling the punch. He's getting hurt.
Yeah.
I was so lost. I was like, damn, this is the wrestling WWE need to put in there.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, this ain't wrestling. He beating the dog shit out of him. He's really hurting him.
From my understanding, he was aware, the wrestler, he was aware that Ross was going to come in there and do something to him. But I don't think that, he thought that he was going to do that to him. I'm pretty sure he was thinking, along the lines of like maybe a wrestling move or, maybe some strikes or something. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Yeah, but then he just picks him up and straight scoop slams him and knock him out, So me, being a wrestler, if I pick somebody up and slap them like that and I see that they're like unconscious, I'm kind of like, okay, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to do something. So he proceeds to get on top of him and then like hits him 20 times. And I'm like, dude, yeah, at this point, you're trying to murder this man, bro. Like that man had no idea that he was gonna come in there and get fucking almost killed. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people kind of underestimate wrestling sometimes because people think like, like it's fake and all that stuff. But really stuff like that really happens all the time. And people be like, oh, well, was it fake? You don't really know. Like you're still thinking like, oh shit, was it planned or was it for real? But with wrestling, it's like you're putting your trust in somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's like the main thing that, we go by. Like you putting your trust in somebody else's hand. So when you put your trust in somebody and then they like do something like that, it's just like, damn, man, like it's just like a cheap shot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that he wasn't expecting, that to happen. And I think it was like messed up. I think it was real messed up. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen, anywhere. Yeah, it was hard to watch, honestly. When somebody sent it to me, I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn.
No, 100%. I think everybody can agree. Super egregious, super disgusting, super nasty. When I was watching it, I seen the beer can incident. I was like, oh yeah, he's obviously not in on this. He's really mad. This isn't a part of the bit. I've said this multiple times. This was a planned interaction, but the moment wasn't scripted. He improvised that. You can see it when they was interacting. He looked on the table, just what can I grab? Oh, beer can, cool. Smacked him with it. He didn't even smack him hard, which in the clip, Raja says it didn't even hurt. I just don't like. I felt disrespected, which hey, I get it. Me being a wrestling fan growing up and an MMA fan now, when he first got in the ring and picked him up, I was like, oh, okay. I'm following.
Yeah.
Then he hit him with a real Alabama slammer, and
that was
he
crazy.
was unconscious.
Yeah.
And I knew then, oh, this ain't wrestling no more.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to start raining down strikes. I was like, yeah, this is real. And it super disgusting. There has to be some type of line about what kind of content Kick likes to get off on a platform, because this is starting to get disgusting. We're a week removed from that tragic incident over with the French streamers, I believe they were. The countless amount of other dumb moments and incidents that's happened with people getting attacked, brutalized, beaten, whatever it is on Kick over this last year. There's got to be a conversation about the kind of content and the kind of community that's cultivated over on Kick.
Only thing I gotta say on this before Sage goes, I'm watching the video right now.
Yeah.
Bro, by punch 3, it is obvious that this is already too far. So I just like the most leeway I can give, bro, is by punch 2 to 3. It's like, okay, maybe maybe I don't know if he's unconscious or not. But by punch 3, it is obvious. It's obvious.
Yeah, well, I feel like if they didn't pull him off, he probably would have kept going too. That's the crazy part. So
he
I'm like,
would've.
damn, I'm glad
He
they
would've.
stopped him. And then somebody pinned him. I forgot. Well, somebody pinned him and covered him. I was like, damn, they gonna cover the man after he just got knocked out like that.
Was there a moment before the beer can scenario that I missed? Because I feel like I haven't seen anything before that part.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
like
where
was there an
confused.
was there a conversation of, hey, we're going to a wrestling thing?
Right.
They might try to do wrestling stuff with you since you're streaming and they want him to be in character. Because I think that's the part that kind of threw me off. I was like, oh, I mean, if they're in character and everybody knows that, like, hey, you know, everything is make believe, then we might sell some stuff. But I don't know why I don't remember seeing anything around like, you know, hey, maybe be prepared for them to be a little wacky, because that's just how it goes.
From what I've seen, he was told beforehand that he can come and he will be involved in some way, but he was never told in what capacity beforehand. From what I've seen, now if there's more stuff that came out, cool, but everything I gathered, he was just told he would be a part of it in some capacity, pull up, enjoy yourself, and everything started happening on the fly. So he has this interaction with his wrestler. It's supposed to be staged. They're supposed to egg it up so he can get his get back when he comes in later. He doesn't know that Buddy doesn't even know he's gonna hit him with a can. Like he looks at him, by all means, he thinks he's another wrestler. He doesn't even I don't think the wrestlers knew, at least all of them knew a streamer was pulling up to be involved. He thought he was a worker. Like they say it, oh, I thought it was a worker, like a job or whatever the case is. So this was clearly a lack of preparation on the part of the promotion, in my opinion.
Well, so before because we're getting way down the rabbit hole. First, I want to start off by saying, shouts out to the franchise, ladies and gentlemen. The franchise sends another $100.
This is a sick Negro.
To say, shouts out to Kevin King, but Tanar got pockets, gang. But don't get this shit started. Also, Omar, now after Thursday, this is the podcast host. Oh, I appreciate you. I can't wait for this Raja combo though. First case of hereditary CTE. Not gonna do too much, but yeah, we hot as wrestling fans. Franchise, I really do. We really do appreciate you for your contribution. Sage, I wanna bring you to the top as the resident wrestling fan on the pod, and this is part of the reason why I brought Blackjack on the podcast today, to have fans' perspective, to have people who have been experienced in the rings perspective, and just kind of break some of this stuff down. I got a pushback based off of the initial beer can hit, right? And I'm not gonna show the actual hit in question. We've seen the hit, right? So we don't necessarily have to show the hit, but just interaction post this is what I want to kind of play, and then we'll talk about. And that's what I'm gonna throw to you.
Oh, you don't show it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
No, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will. We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
Okay. Ooh.
Sorry.
Ooh. Hey,
It's a hard goddamn
Jump cut
cut.
so fast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so fast.
we gonna stop it.
Yeah,
Right?
that was weird. That was weird right there.
We'll stop it right there.
Yeah.
So
He
Sage,
obviously seems drunk too, so
who you think was drunk?
I think
Stu,
the
the
wrestler,
Stu guy.
Stu.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks pretty intoxicated too. So I would consider that a factor as
Oh,
well.
all right. Okay. Well, Sage, let me ask you from your perspective in that situation. I'm pretty sure there's been situations on wrestling where things didn't go as expected before. Sage, do you think he should have continued from there, stopped, not entered the ring after that? What are you seeing when you see he just got hit in the head with a beer can and nothing happens?
Oh no, the show goes on. There's like hyperbolic moments where like there's times where let's say, and it hasn't happened in a quite long time, but let's say you really hate a wrestler, and hypothetically Randy Orton, you're wrestling Randy Orton, he RKOs you 1, 2, 3. You're supposed to sell that you got pinned, for example, right? Let's say there was a guy, he gets RKO'd, he just stands up, flicks him off, and walks out of there. Yeah, that's just like, I know unprofessional was a topic of the pod like a month ago, but that's not even unprofessional. That's just something that like gets you blackballed. So what I'm kind of getting at is you continue going with it, but obviously you're dealing with somebody that's not, to my knowledge at least, a wrestler. He's just a professional combat guy, but he's not a wrestler. So at some point, you either give a receipt maybe, or at some point you had that conversation behind the stage for a receipt is essentially, damn, that kick, you actually kicked me in the face. I actually kick you in the face later in life or something like that. But to be honest, I'm sorry if I'm ruining my answer to your question. My answer is the show goes on. Personally, I don't give a damn about context here. And I know context is the word in 2025. Look, we just saw somebody try to kill somebody. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? Like, you got to be a level of sick to, and this isn't even on some just fighting, being soft stuff. Dog, you could be in the most messed up, shiesty, whatever situation you want to be in. When somebody is on their back like these, 99% of the time, everybody stops what they're doing. They're like, you got to be a certain kind of dude to then step on them after that. Give them an extra kick. Give them an extra punch. Let alone a dub. 22 of them? Man, so...
Yeah, the 20 people.
So that's why I'm like, honestly, y'all, I get it. We on the internet. We got to bring up the debates that people want to debate. Somebody always got to feel different for some reason, right? But for some reason, 1 + 1 got to equal 6 on one day and 2 on the other. Dog, someone got hit 22 times in the face unconscious. What are we actually yapping about? I don't know.
So let me ask, and this is again, let me ask Blackjack here. From your perspective as somebody who's been in a ring, been behind the scenes, more importantly, I'm sure you've seen a situation where the sell didn't go as planned and the job didn't go as planned. The work didn't go as planned. Whatever the terminology is. From like Stu's perspective, what are you supposed to do when things don't go as planned? Because I think people are trying to give him some like, oh, you're supposed to do this beforehand. Like, you're supposed to know he's not with it type shit.
Well, usually if things don't go as planned, you want to just try to work on track to getting things back on plan. You know what I'm saying? That's if both of the guys are like, got a good relationship with each other and, don't have any heat and just want to continue to match. But I've seen instances where like one guy just didn't want to sell the other guy's moves and stuff like that. And the guy really start beating his ass for real. You know what I'm saying? And he just kind of like shot on him and finished the match and like really beat him up, because it's disrespectful. You go in there and you're not selling, the other guy's move. Like it's a team effort between two people. Both of y'all are in there put on the show and sell each other moves and put on a good product. So basically, for him to go in there and just basically what he did was he went into the business for himself. He used wrestling as an opportunity to take advantage of someone and damn near killed him. And he probably could have killed him, you know. He damn near did, you know, and probably could have got away with it too, because it's like real tricky, you know, when it comes to wrestling. Because if he agreed to that, then it's kind of like, damn, you know, you agreed to it. I know he didn't agree to like, you know, almost dying. I'm sure he didn't know that was going to happen, you know. So I feel like for him to go in there and take advantage of the situation is just messed up. But it happens all the time in the business, you know. I see it all the time. It's just not talked about as much, but I've never seen it to that degree. You know, I've never seen it to that degree, because if it would have happened, like if that was just like two regular wrestlers and that would have happened, one of the guys would have probably, you know, got arrested, would have never been brought back to that company again. You know, it would have been a major, you know, issue. But I feel like the fact that it was Rampage son, like they kind of just like you know, let it go a little
They
bit.
kind of.
Yeah.
I want to ask JD too, because not the same situation, but similar situations. There's been times where you might have been doing a show or something like that, and it doesn't go as planned. Like you thought we were doing something, and somebody get on stage and might tell a joke. They might they might do something. Just
Get on stage while I'm on there. Hell no.
No, not while you on stage.
Oh,
but
like why? Yeah.
It's just not going as planned. So from your perspective, JD, like what? And again, I'm only addressing this because people have been giving Stu some sort of like responsibility. What can you do as somebody in the situation when things don't go as planned as a professional performer?
Well, I mean, I think it's like a crowd control kind of scenario, because it feels like this whole thing could have been easily mitigated. I don't know why, but I think a part of it for me, because just to make sure I've got everybody's info right, I believe Stu is the one who got hit or slept unconscious. Raj obviously is Rampage's son, and all the other wrestlers were there. I think it's like the context of it was just so strange to me, because it seemed like Raja took advantage of the situation where it's like, oh, I put myself in this, like, you know, in this environment where these people are all about selling, and they're all honestly, it's like they see a camera, it's on, they're like, hey, we're putting on a show. Even if it's not for their own show, it's like, we see that you're doing something with the camera. We're gonna really tap into those characters. And then I didn't see the apology, because I keep seeing people in the chat talking about how there was an apology and that he should be a man about it and should have taken it and respected it. I haven't seen the apology, but I assume it was just that. And it's weird to have had that context of, hey, you know, I'm sorry about doing that. If it was, I don't know if it was off stream or behind the scenes, or even if it was on stream, and then him being like, you can get me back in the ring later. Like, you know, I don't know, do whatever. If I'm the guy who's wrestling, I'd be like, hey man, hit me with something I can handle. Maybe that's what I would have said. But I obviously, you know, it seems though, regardless of that, Raja was so upset, like maybe on like a, I don't know, emasculation type of tip. Like, as a man, you're making me look like a bitch or something. I don't know. So then he got in the ring and just took advantage of that scenario and didn't care what the scenario would be. Because I know after the fact, there's that like monologue of him walking and being like, I just don't like people treating me like blah blah, take advantage. And I was like, at that point, I was like, wait, oh, you, like, even though you knew it wasn't real, you were just that upset that you wanted to take it there regardless of the consequences. And in my opinion, if I see that at a comedy show, or because I do stand up, I've been in scenarios where the crowds, they get out of hand, and I try to like, you end up becoming some sort of like referee, especially if the crowd wants to crash out on each other, or if they want to crash out on you. At that point, usually security should come in the room and they should come handle it, because I've seen too many videos where they don't move fast enough. But I think it's just, you understand, like in entertainment, they call it reading the room. So if you can't read the room, or if you can't wrap your head around what's really going on in this scenario, then I don't know, hopefully someone else notices it and removes you from said environment, because obviously with what we're dealing with, something like this could happen. I think I'm just one of those people where I'm on the internet so much outside of being a traditional entertainer that I've like done both side to side for such a long time. that I know people are so crazy that I wouldn't go back and forth with like a troll in the comments, because I'm like, they might come to a show and murder me. like they might not have the mental capacity to wrap their head around me roasting them online or roasting them in person. And I, at a certain point, if I could see someone like kind of losing their moral compass in a back and forth, then I'm like, oh, I can be an adult about this and pull back and just be like, hey, let's all get on the same page so that nothing crazy happens. I think that's what was missed in this scenario. I think the wrestlers are like, we're so busy selling the product, we didn't realize that we like fractured the psyche of a real human being. And also he is in the UFC I don't know if he's a UFC, but he seems like a whatever you call it,
MMA fighter.
MMA fighter. So for him, MMA, I would assume in any regular scenario, an MMA fighter, if you disrespected me as from one MMA to another MMA, my bad for calling it UFC or him a UFC fighter, because he's probably not there yet if he wants to be one. I feel like two MMA fighters would have known what was up, and they might have just started fighting each other. Yeah. They might have either said, let's fight right now without even having a conversation, or let's go get on the mat and see if you that nice on the mat. We could wrap our hands up and then a conversation is had. I don't know. A part of me feels like the worlds are too different from each other. So one was like, oh, hey, this is kind of our world. And the other is like, we don't play that there. And now, even though we had a conversation, one of them just refuses to wrap their head around it. I guess that's how it looks. But
for the sake of the conversation, I do want to give some grace to Stu here. This is one of the apologies, if I'm not mistaken.
You get it? I appreciate it. I didn't know. I thought you were working.
Yeah, you didn't.
I get it. We're working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat, Juice. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working. I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, that makes it worse. I haven't seen that.
This was before
he said he was going to come out on the
God.
match, but he didn't say what he was going to do.
So much worse.
Like,
well, but so, and I'm glad everybody's picking up. I'm giving out bit by bit. Right. This was the third attempt. This was the third apology. He had apologized pretty soon after. A hand kind of knocked away, which understandable, heat of the moment. There was another one where they kind of, dapped up a little bit, and this was the third one where it was the acknowledgement. Wrestler said, we feel like we're always working. He said, hey, we're going to come out on your match. Cool. And Blackjack picked up on a very important thing. He says, but they don't discuss what they do. This is where all the wheels fall off. And this is where I think Damo definitely would like to take the conversation, because this is where everybody's just taking advantage of whatever moment. Behind the scenes, this is what is being told to Raja.
You run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. Tag his shit, bro.
Oh, so we got a green light.
All of this is messy.
Is that what I'm hearing?
This is really messy.
He real in a very messy wrestling way. And he took that however he took that. Now, my issue is, and what's not being talked about or shown, is he took the apology, he squashed it or whatever. Now he's being told this, and now he's reading his chat. Now he's at the mercy of his chat saying whatever to him, and he's dealing with all of that.
He gave him more than a receipt.
It was egregious. It was thank you. He had way more than a receipt. He gave way more than a receipt. It was nasty. It was nasty. It was despicable. But like I said, the promotion definitely takes an L in this part too, because it was not clearly articulated or planned what was going on. They were just finding out on the fly what was happening, and that's horrible in this situation. Also, I need to stress this. This is 24 hours after he was kicked upside the head, and everyone can assume he's concussed. He should not, by any means, be doing anything. Rampage said it. Anyone who watches fighting knows.
Wow. Yeah.
He is He's concussed. I'm not trying to give him no excuses for what he did. He made a horrible decision, but I need people to understand he is not 100% there when he's making this decision, and he's sitting there getting antagonized by his chat. So he's not making conscious decisions. He's not. He is not making good, well thought out decisions. He is not. It's fuzzy up there, gang. I promise you it is.
How old is he, by the way?
25.
25.
25.
Wow. I thought.
And I'm not trying to make an age like an excuse for his behavior, but from the clips, because I don't really consume Kick that often unless I'm hearing about a story like this. He's 25, and from every I think clip I've seen on the internet with him interacting with his dad, it's very much like a father-son power struggle. Who's strong, right? Am I tripping? Like I feel like I see Rampage always kind of antagonizing him with like, "You think you're stronger than me now?" Like. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, my thing is, even though this was preventable, I don't know why anyone's surprised that he went off the rails and in an environment where his dad isn't around to kind of like tell him like, hey, you got to chill out here because maybe that's the only person he respects. He doesn't exert his dominance on someone who he feels like demeaned him. Even after all that. Now I will say 3 apologies is crazy to not click in. But 3 apologies to not click in, and then one guy coming down the hall telling you to like handle it. I don't know. It feels like a battle of ego and just masculinity at that point. And it's like, if my dad tells me not to be no bitch around anybody, why would I allow it to happen here in front of all these other men who might, because at the end of the day, it could be insecurity. He could be go home and be like, I'll never let a man disrespect me like that. Chat trolls you for the next 2-3 days, and then you got to deal with that because people look at their chat like it's their subconscious nowadays, which is crazy to me. So I don't think it's surprising that he did what he did. I do think there's a lack of like emotional intelligence there from his part. And also, if he was concussed in 24 hours prior, it just seems like a cocktail for like a bad situation.
Real quick, Blackjack, can you clear up some terminology? A receipt. What is that? I don't know what that is.
So basically, a receipt is like if I punched you in like the mouth. Basically, I'm expecting you to like punch me in the mouth later, accident. Because we're trained to like hit each other a certain way and not kill each other. Like we know how to like hit each other like hard without like physically harming the person. You know what I'm saying? Like without breaking anything. So like, sometimes you're gonna slip up. I've had my tooth knocked loose a couple times. I've been punched in the mouth. And, I've been in the business for like 5 years, and even though I've never even though I've been punched in the face and stuff like that, I've never really give receipts out like that because I know accidents happen and I know like the kind of business I'm in. And I know if something was like sincerely an accident, I'm like, okay, fuck it. I don't even care about that shit.
So then when do you determine that a receipt is necessary? And this not even necessarily personally from you, just as from one wrestler to another wrestler.
Yeah.
I do like we did when we was kids. I pop you in your mouth, bam, right? No, let me stop. But when do you
feel like if
that?
it was something like disrespectful, like if like that shit was just like disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe like if somebody like just really just chopped the fuck out of me in the corner, like you know what I'm saying? Like the corner spot when one guy's in the corner and the other guy's like slapping him on the chest or something like that. And I'm like, okay, that shit was kind of hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got your ass. Like, next time I chop you, I'm finna chop the fuck out you. And then it becomes this battle of like, okay, now we just hitting the fuck out each other at this point. You know what I'm saying?
You don't say, do you communicate that?
It's kind of like a mutual understanding. Like I was like taught, like hit somebody as hard as they hit you. Like when I first started training this shit, I used to kind of hit soft. I didn't really know how to like really kind of hit somebody without hurting them. But like people was in there really beating my ass. So I was like, bro, fuck that. I'm not finna just, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna hit you as hard as you hit me. So like if you like hit me like in the mouth or some shit, like I don't know, I just kind of know, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a hard foul for a hard foul type thing.
Yeah, like basically like that, but if we've been doing pretty good the whole match and then something just like slip up, I'm like, okay, well, it happens. Like I ain't tripping. But if we've been kind of slugging each other the whole match and you give me a stiff one, like, yeah, I'm finna, probably give you one harder.
But there could be a situation where we wrestling, you hit me, you hit me a little extra umph on it. Now we know mutually I'm gonna get you back. But it doesn't have to be that match. We can go future down the road, and then it's like, oh no, it's receipt time. Is that like a thing that we save these receipts, or it's like, oh no, you got to get it back quick?
If people holding on to receipts, bro, I think they're kind of crazy in a way. Like that shit's kind of like devious in a way. Like I don't know. Like Undertaker was talking about one spot where like Randy Orton actually like hit him in the face with the chair and it like peeled his skin and like he was really busted open. And he was like Orton was like so scared because like Taker was gonna give him a crazy receipt and Taker was like he never ended up giving him one because he know like sometimes shit just happens. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens. But for somebody to hold on to a receipt, I feel like that's kind of crazy. Like me personally, I'm gonna just handle it that night. Like after the match, I'm be like, "What was up with that?" Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna,
Oh, okay, fine.
prolong that shit.
Well, so then so Sage, because this really opens up the conversation for who's to blame. We get it. Raja should have never did what he did. Full stop. Just there's no questions to be asked. Sage, they did not train him before this. There was no conversations about how receipts work. There was no conversations about how to deliver blows. There was no conversations about understanding when he was knocked out. Some of that stuff I'm really reaching on because he should probably know when he's knocked out. But Sage, especially people like Donald, they're saying, yo, this is the problem with this is that he was never properly trained. What say you to people trying to give blame to the promotion and everything that was going on there?
Could have been handled.
Yeah, man. I think honestly, it's everybody's fault.
Hold on,
I feel like everybody took an L.
Sage, go ahead.
Wait, can't. Okay.
I said could have been handled better, but again, somebody was about to kill somebody on camera. I'm sorry. I hate to be the boring guy today, but dog, I don't feel like I gotta be obtuse or entertaining all the time, bro. Y'all, niggas so fake gangster to me sometimes, bro. Y'all sit here and talk about people potentially dying or people potentially taking life away, and it's like, well, don't talk crazy. Well, don't do this. Well, hey, maybe if he had told him, but bro, at some point, your brain, I get he concussed, but at some point, dog, a life about to be taken away from your bare hands, bro. Tripping. I ain't had nothing else to really say on it. So y'all can go crazy.
Sometimes we just play like the accountability Olympics too much on like trying to figure out who has the most to blame or who should even get 100% of the blame in certain instances. But like, I think what Omar's trying to get at here, and I agree with him, this is like a multifaceted thing with a bunch of different like moving parts, and it isn't just on bro for punching dude out. Like, there's definitely some fault for the promoters as well. So.
Yeah, I feel like everybody could, take a blame on that one. I feel like it was just poor communication too, and I'm pretty sure Raj, he didn't pretty have that much experience on the wrestling world. Honestly, he probably didn't know a lot of stuff too, and just miscommunications and definitely him, having some anger issues as well too. But I feel like everybody could be blamed and it could be learned from this situation. I feel like it's definitely a learning experience too, because celebrities get a pass too to like come into like the wrestling world, and you know what I'm saying, and come in there and get to do stuff. And I feel like it's kind of unfair to the people that like actually trained and like went to school and stuff like that. And sometimes wrestlers will feel some type of way, like, and fuck up the celebrity. It was a time in GCW. It's this wrestler named Nick Gage, and he was fighting David Arquette, the Hollywood actor, and he was trying to come in there and do deathmatch wrestling. Nick Gage told him, like, bro, this shit's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you coming in our world, like, be prepared for whatever to happen. And I feel like it can go both ways. So,
I wonder if they train people. Well, different organization. I wonder if they train people like Speed and Logan Paul and Jake Paul or whatever the case may be.
They do, or at least they prepare them for a spot. But then you have situations like one of the infamous ones recently. Travis Scott just rocked Cody Rhodes.
And Cody Rhodes,
it was crazy. Like they prepare for spots. Obviously, everyone going into it knows that it's fake, but bumps are real. All the other stuff, we can get into that for a different day. But yeah, no, Cody Rhodes, his head is on the ground. Hey, Trav, not the best idea for you to take your AP and whoosh that man on their forehead. So it's one of those things like that.
Well, I think we did that service or justice, as they say.
For sure.
Blackjack, we really appreciate you.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No problem. No problem. Thank you for coming out.
For sure. Anytime, man. All right.
While we have a little bit more time with JD, I want to roll into this next conversation quick.
Ooh, fuck.
JD,
I'm here, by the way. I'm chilling. I'll let y'all know if anything happens. I'm kicking it right now.
Thank God.
That's still fine. That's still fine. Y'all, and I'll read the super chats after we get through this. I have been looking at the schedule for some projects and works that go out following, August, September, October, November, 26, all that stuff like that. I'm tired of the reboots.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
That brother being Hollywood. When JD confirmed that he was gonna be on, I knew that was gonna be one of the things that we had to talk about. Because the reboot culture, I was okay with King of the Hill. Like King of the Hill was fine. But I'm seeing flyers for a Rugrats reboot. I'm seeing flyers for an Adventures of Flapjack reboot, and I could just be getting
what?
Yeah, I know.
You might be getting censored right there.
Hey, brother, I might be getting censored.
I said sentinel.
But I think that there's only this may be my opinion. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on this. It's only 1 in every 10 reboots are actually good.
Again, this is the thing I said last time we had this conversation. Apparently, that's not the case right now. Apparently,
that might not be true.
Yeah, apparently, right now is just the worst time to get this off. Because apparently, Gumball's good, Phineas and Ferb is good, King of the Hill's
good. That's 3 right there.
Apparently, they're all actually good right now. So it's I wouldn't say this today, but in general, yeah.
You could have got this off 2 years ago.
Are y'all going to see Freakier Friday?
Hell no.
I see Jamie Lee Curtis.
Did y'all not see the original, or y'all just don't care?
Oh no, I love Freaky Friday. That was my childhood for real. I don't need it to get freakier.
That's good. Especially Jamie Lynn and the rollouts is getting freakier. I don't know what.
That's a crazy video.
Yeah, that rollout was interesting. Shout out to TikTok. I remember scrolling. I was like, "Who is that?"
Wait a goddamn minute.
I was like, that's fun, girl. That's what's up. She trying to get us older people up in that theater. I see you.
She's only 66.
Jamie Lee.
Only's hilarious. That's funny.
Her. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm saying her like I recognize. Who is this?
You know who that is.
Oh my God.
You know who that milk is. Anyway.
There you go.
Oh God.
There's a lot of good cartoon reboots. I would say cartoon reboots are harder to ruin compared to this new Street Fighter we're coming up with. That.
I still don't believe it. I don't believe it.
It's happening.
Oh my goodness.
It's happening.
The game or the movie?
No, the movie.
The movie
with the ridiculous castings.
Movies.
Yeah.
I don't think they need reboots or rehashings. That's my opinion. But I mean, it depends on what it is, and also if everyone can participate. But regardless of that, yeah, cartoons, those aren't usually too hard to make again, especially if the original people are there, in my opinion, because it's just their ideas continued. That's I wouldn't mind a new, because I thought I saw a reboot of Regular Show, and I remember I loved that show. It was just so funny.
They're supposed to be bringing back to Adult Swim.
If anything,
that's dope. I love that.
If anything, the issue with reboots when it comes to cartoons, I think movies is different, but with cartoons, it's a matter of getting away from the original writing process. And sometimes you don't even have to have a reboot for it to feel like it's an entirely different show that really will actually fuck up. You can take a show like Fairly Odd Parents, and you can just see the seasons where it's this ain't even the same guy writing this, because now they're doing entirely different stuff, going against stuff they made fun of in the past, yada yada yada. So cartoons, I think, is easy to do reboots on. Now when you go, hey gang, Avatar: The Last Airbender, fire show, let's make it a movie. that's where I don't know what the term is. That's kind of where it's
I think I more so have a problem with live action adaptations than anything, because I think those are more hit or miss. But just a reboot, it depends on the reboot.
So what is like the recipe? We'll start with TV shows. What's the recipe that makes a reboot good on TV?
Keep the same identity. Go ahead, Dom.
I'm about to say, someone in the chat pointed it out. Are we talking about continuations or reboots?
Y'all got new.
I feel like that's where we get a little too semantic-y. For the sake of internet, let's make them pretty synonymous. But yes, there's a difference between a continuation and a reboot. But
or an adaptation.
But yeah, no, let's not get into this. Well, actually, fucking.
But in terms of not trying to be too nerdy about the technicalities, I would say for me, original writing process, or sticking to the core writing, majority of the voice acting. That's really the main two, and being able to translate into the whatever time you're coming to, on top of where you were from.
And cartoons are different than real shows, right? Because like you think the Office reboot is gonna be.
Oh yeah, they got Melvin from Vine on there. It's got to be awful, right? Like that's just gonna be my take. That's just gonna be my take.
Hold on now. Melvin from Vine.
Yes, Melvin from Vine. And listen,
with a nice career in acting.
And before people come at me with the pitchforks, listen, man, I promise you there's nothing wrong with people trying to better their careers and, moving up the totem pole. I promise you there's nothing wrong with it. Y'all not about to convince me throwing Melvin from Vine on there is going to make it great.
Have you not watched Snowfall?
Snowfall. And you know what's crazy? That's you ain't seen Snowfall?
I saw it.
I saw it too. You know what I thought? Damn, you got that nigga from Vine in the 80s.
That boy weren't that bad.
All right. Remove the Vine of it all from it. Did he do bad?
Man, boy,
could have did better.
Man, boy,
he could have done.
You are your own enemy. This is crazy, bro.
No.
And like,
hear me out.
Hey, listen, I felt the same way when I saw that. Because I was like, damn, Melvin getting roles. I know him personally. I got his number. So it was one of them ones where I was like, dang, bro, really getting a career outside of Vine. This is or the internet. I thought he did a decent job in Snowfall, if I'm gonna be honest. Because I think a majority of people, I think there was a good enough gap between his Vine career and social media to Snowfall. Because I remember that being one of the, he was in a few things. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even hate. I got no hate for Melvin because listen, if that's the case, if you feel this way, like to this degree, blame Hollywood because he's booking. As someone who wishes they were booking as much as Melvin,
trust me,
bro's getting
I know
roles,
he's booking.
dog.
I know he's booking, and I'm proud of him for being able to book.
But
this is my thing about
Man
Boy. This will be my thing with the Man Boy from Snowfall.
Man Boy's
it wasn't awful. That's fine. That's fine. It wasn't awful. That was not a performance to make me say, "Hey, man, if he's in it, I like it now." No, it was just how was the Rock as Black Adam?
But my thing is,
I hear that,
and especially
it's the Rock.
I still think he's
playing a role.
I also think
I don't think he was a bad Black Adam.
I feel like they hire him for him though. Like there's because I forget where he's from. He's from some one I want to say is like southern state. I forget where Melvin's from. But when I see him in roles, I'm like, you stand out because I don't know many actors who are from where you're from who are getting in the projects you're in. Like he was on that one show on Hulu that was like 9. I forgot it was. It was like 9 Strangers. He was in a few. He's
in a bunch of stuff. He is in a bunch of stuff. I give it to him. And listen, you can text him right after this and let him know.
I hear that.
I don't hate the man. I just know if I see him in the show, I don't got high expectations.
So you didn't like Snowfall then?
Snowfall was great, and there were a lot of performances that were great performances. He was a performance.
Oh.
But wait, you were comparing. You were saying him being in the project gives you lower expectations, but then I'm talking about the project. I'm talking about a highly received project that you said. I know.
And I was like, low expectations for Snowfall. No. I had high expectations of Snowfall, and Snowfall was legit perfect. Man boy scenes. Now we're at an 8.
He's rage baiting.
An 8.
No one's rage baiting. It's still good. It's still good. It's great.
I get it because I have friends who are YouTubers who think they're stand-up comedians now. And I'm someone who started as a traditional actor, entertainer, and kind of just accidentally fell into social media content. And I can't act like most people don't know me from social media outside of like just them being like, oh, your dad was famous, so you're his kid. I can't control how people discover me. But I have like, I look at that from that kind of process and progress of actually trying to be good at something. And listen, I got friends who can sell out rooms, and if anything, you got to blame the gatekeepers of these different avenues for giving them the opportunity. Because if there's like a majority of people being like, well, they're terrible, but then the people behind the scenes are like, yeah, but you can't get us any more viewers, then it just sucks, but it's part of the game.
Absolutely.
With that being said, I think Melvin I feel like for what they put him in, I think he does a really good job with the roles and opportunities he gets. Because I've seen other people of that same group, like you got like the Jakes and the Logans. You got like, you can see that there's.
I'd rather see him than King Batch.
Reboot.
So like,
just going through his contacts now.
Go ahead, please say.
Hey, bro, it's just hilarious. I hear you. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion. It's like, you can't. That's all it is.
Sage, please.
I'm good. But no, I'm good.
Okay. So I wanted to go down some of these reboots because I think that another problem that we have as a society is that we don't let go, and we should move forward. We're always looking to go back. I just need to know, good, bad, if y'all watched it, make this rapid fire. Gumball reboot.
Haven't watched.
Nobody?
I would assume it's good because people love that show.
Okay.
It's cool.
Okay. Sage, have you watched the Gumball reboot, or you just keep hearing people? Yeah, I keep hearing people. All right. King of the Hill reboot.
I heard it's good, isn't it?
I like it. I've seen it twice.
It's a continuation, though. It's not a reboot. They're all older.
Yeah.
Same thing. We
Same thing. Semantics. Got you.
Haven't watched.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
No way they
rebooted that?
What?
Haven't watched.
When?
I remember watching that when I was younger, but no way they rebooted it. Or is it coming soon?
Foster's.
Oh, hell no.
For
Foster's
Imaginary.
Fun Time.
There's only one. What the? Okay.
What is that?
Did Blue grow, or are they smaller than Blue? Trash.
Maybe.
Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash.
No.
Blue can't be the
He can't be
parental
the biggest
figure.
one in the room.
He's such a wacky, like he was such a troublemaker. Fun show. Though.
Phineas and Ferb.
I never watched it, but I know it's
Watched
popular.
one episode.
I heard this guy.
It was good. It was good though.
Where's
Perry?
Last two on the. Well, actually, I got a couple more on the cartoon side. Powerpuff Girls.
They didn't do a cartoon reboot, right? You talking about that, or you talking about the one where they tried to do live action and it got canceled?
No, they did a cartoon. Well, not even the movie.
They have a cartoon reboot. They have a cartoon reboot.
Is it a reboot, or is it like a continuation, like how Dexter Laboratory got like an up-res high-def look?
It's like the same. I guess it's the same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like cartoons are not hard to ruin. I think it's just when you try to adapt them.
Y'all ain't watched.
Hunter situation.
Y'all ain't watched.
Or maybe there's something I haven't seen. I don't know.
Teen Titans. What counting?
Go.
Like Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go.
I heard Go was good.
Just make a decision if it's good or bad. Don't try.
No, Go's not better than Teen Titans. If anything, it made fun of itself for being such a terrible show, but it made more money. They talked about it. Like they have like a whole meta episode, I think, where they talk about how Warner Brothers is like, you'll never get Teen Titans again because Go makes so much money with children.
Last one from the cartoon side.
Not for us. We're all grown.
Velma.
I ain't gonna lie, I watched it and it was funny. I can't lie to you. The writing was good. Everyone was so mad that Shaggy was black, and I can wrap my head around it being weird too. I was like, I don't know why he's black. Sure. And they did have a lot of jokes that were very much like white people are the devil. It was funny though. I was writing it. I watched it. I watched it from I was just like, if you can wrap your head around like progressive jokes, it had some hitters in there. It wasn't terrible.
I didn't watch it. I seen an Indian Velma, and I was like, anything can happen in this show. Then I seen Shaggy was black. It makes sense because Velma's Indian.
It was, yeah. I mean, they took the Scooby-Doo out of that concept, and it was just like kids who hunt ghosts or something at that point. So it was like not even a reboot as much as it was like a reimagining of what I guess a modern progressive Indian woman would make a show about Scooby-Doo without the dog.
Well, the two people
I'm just talking about writing wise.
it.
I watched the first season and it was funny.
I watched both of them. I ain't gonna lie. I was fighting hard for it.
Oh yeah, we remember.
He had the Velma gloves on. He did.
Okay, please don't do that.
They sent Scooby to the pound.
You were.
I was fighting for Velma.
You were a Velma guy. Every episode there was a space. It's not that bad. Tell me I'm wrong.
It was like a week. 5 spaces.
It's 7
Prove
spaces.
me wrong, Omar. This is why. Prove me wrong again. I just can't see it.
Omar, Shaggy's black. You're racist. Prove me wrong.
Okay, live action. This is real TV now.
All right, it's about to get bad.
Yeah. See. Okay, so this is where we need. Okay.
Yeah.
Girl meets world. Boy meets world.
You know what?
Girl meets world was good.
It wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible.
It probably would have been better because doesn't bro who's like the star of that show not want anything to do with it now that he's grown? So I feel like all those, like that show could have been maybe more fun if I forget his name, Corey or something. That's his character's name.
Corey,
because Topanga is kind of like the mom of some sort of scenario. I think. Is he the dad? He was the dad. Was he in the show? I didn't see it.
Look at chat.
The chat saying he was the dad.
Yeah,
but was he like the absent father? Because that's not fun.
He was in it.
Oh, was he in it? Oh, well, y'all tell me. I don't know. I know he didn't want nothing to do with that.
It's been a minute since I watched it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I binged it and watched it. I watched it a good one time. It wasn't horrible. That's all I can remember.
Bel Air.
Again, that's different. I heard it's good though.
I die about Bel Air, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't care what nobody say. That shit fire. Bel Air fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's what's up.
I don't know about that. That's So Raven reboot thing. Whatever they try to do with That's So Raven.
Trash.
It. Oh, yeah. Why was it bad?
It just don't hit the same. She's 35, 40.
That's nostalgia.
It is. It really is nostalgia. Just don't hit the same.
You know what I did watch? I tried to give a shot. The Wizards of Waverly Place reboot. The first episode was actually pretty good.
And they had a reboot of that too.
Yeah, by the second one though, I was like, I am too old to keep watching this. I can't do it anymore. But from what I saw, it was good though. It was good.
I don't think reboots will ever be better than the originals. If I'm just going to put that out there, like you can't replicate what that first feeling was to see like a show in its prime. In my opinion,
has there ever been a reboot that was better than the original?
That was better than the original.
Question to ask.
Shit, Bel Air. Let me stop.
That's crazy. Really?
Listen, Bel Air was so fire. They trying to get the Martin one going. I'm like, whoa,
better than the original.
Yeah, I think.
I can't think of one. I'm about to say I can't think of a reboot or continuation that's better than the original.
Somebody said, "Oh, this is for Sage."
Full Metal.
Is Shippuden better than regular Naruto?
But that's not a reboot.
That's not a reboot.
That's
a continuation.
Hunter.
But for the sake of argument, it's very debatable. I'm taking original, but it's debatable.
Didn't they reboot Hunter in like 2011? That's like the show that people watch now when they say watch Hunter. The reboot.
That's more reanimation than reboot because it's the same exact story. It's the same exact story. It's just like newer animated, so it looks cleaner.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with Sage, bro. Original Naruto, I think Shippuden's great.
Y'all are wrong.
But it's like when the story gets so expanded. But that original Naruto up until Sasuke left the village,
one of them things where I value in my TV shows, let alone my cartoons, the idea that you can like every storyline has consequences. So like, if in one arc, me and B-Soul's fight, arc 2 isn't just about me getting a new do-rag. No, the consequences of the next arc is what happens after me and B-Soul's fought. And I think part 1 does that way better than part 2.
I think y'all are only saying up until Sasuke leaves, because after Sasuke leaves, you can.
It's filler. That doesn't count.
Yeah,
It's
that's
filler.
why
So much, and that's the problem. And that's the problem.
Stop.
There's so much. The amount of filler is ridiculous at that point.
Weren't we just talking about One Piece? I'm not considering anything that's not canon. I'm focused on canon, bro.
Wait, does Superman count in this discussion? Like rebooting the Superman?
Oh yeah, y'all see that new Superman? Is it better than DC, the original DC?
I think so.
What's his name?
Henry
Snyderverse.
If that counts as a reboot, I'd say that.
That's definitely a reboot.
That is a reboot.
That whole universe is a reboot.
Yeah.
It was better than every Superman that came out.
No.
Real?
It genuinely does count, because if now with the release of the new Peacemaker season, it legit retconned a lot of the stuff, rewrote a bunch of stuff. I'm saying why it's considered a reboot. It's genuinely a reboot. They really restart the timeline. They restart actual canon moments. It's a reboot.
Henry Cavill, I feel like was still. I still think he was goated, and I did like Man of Steel. I thought that movie was literally Dragon Ball Z in live action. That's what it was. All the fight scenes, at least.
Suicide Squad was a reboot, right? Because
Oh my God, the first Suicide Squad is terrible.
Yeah,
the one with Will Smith. No disrespect to Will. That whole movie is like a montage with
like
jump
a fever
cuts.
Dream.
Yeah, but the one with Idris Elba, really good. Very decent.
Okay,
that's probably the first. That's probably the one that's better than the original, for sure.
Yeah.
It would have to be, right?
For sure. Oh my God, it actually had a storyline. There was a script to read. The first one, they weren't even talking. It was like Will would be like, "Damn, bro, you fine. Watch me shoot the gun," and then it would just cut to.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Oh,
they cut. It's crazy as hell.
DC on me. What? Who? Hey, can y'all hear me?
You got
Yeah. You keep Will name out your mouth, brother. I think that's what that happened.
Dang, y'all can cut my camera. That's sick. What is this
that
weird ass?
That wasn't us.
That wasn't us. That was the DC gods. That was the DC gods.
Shit about Will Smith. That's your problem.
Imagine it cuts and it's like, "Hey, what were you saying? Hey," like, I don't know how to do a Will Smith. I'm not Jay Farrell, but shout out to Jay.
So then let me ask this, and then there's a further advancement. Coming to America too. I don't know if that's like a reboot or a continuation, but
that's a continuation. That's a continuation.
But I heard that one's. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's not as good as the original. I don't think
Coming to America too.
You might not know what that is, Bezos.
I don't.
Okay. Bezos, damn. He been around y'all blacks this long. He don't know these movies.
Bezos,
that's
you
the Eddie Murphy movie, right?
Yeah, it is.
There
we go.
I haven't watched it, but I know it's the Eddie Murphy movie.
There we go. There we go.
You see how bro? Look at bro's shoulder though. He's on the keyboard. Like, oh yeah, that was hella funny. Be souls consuming nothing but black content, making videos. You can't keep up. I'm just kidding. I'm playing. Let me stop trolling y'all.
Let me ask this then. So, because this is where I think that a lot of people have gripe, and this is where probably I have gripe too. Why is it so hard for us to move past new ideas or old ideas and reboots and move into a new sphere? Because and the only reason why I'm saying this is because I saw another flyer for ATL the reboot, and I just don't understand why. And maybe this is where JD can help us out. Like, what's so hard about getting like new projects off the ground? Because the last thing that I want to see is ATL the reboot produced by like Tyler Perry, where T.I. is the older dad uncle guy that takes in more kids. I don't know. Why is it so hard to get new stuff off the ground?
Because when people make new stuff, y'all don't watch it. Y'all too busy watching Kai Cenat do marathons.
Facts. Talk to him.
I mean,
Kai, ruining it.
I like Kai. No, I watch him. Listen, I'm trying to get in the next marathon. Shit, where's Kai? I'm trying to get into Streaming University. Let me be an UNC. Let me be UNC AMP. I'm trying to join. Y'all know them. Tell them I said what's up. Listen, I got all the camera gear. I could IRL stream right now. We could literally go to a party. It doesn't matter. But no, in my opinion, I just feel like all the good ideas have been squeezed out. I don't know if I'm being real. A lot of the good ideas are gone, and now there's just what's left. And then when people make new stuff, they don't market it. Like as an actor, I've auditioned for so many projects that are like new items. You'll have like ones that kind of have the window that hit and pop. And it might be because of this scenario. Like I auditioned for that show, The Bear. That show's got what, 4 seasons now? 3?
Yep.
I think I auditioned for the role my homie Lionel Boyce is playing as the little cake maker or something.
You was trying to get Marcus? Oh man.
No, well that audition, it was vague. They had me audition and do the main character's monologue in the first season where he goes crazy about like corner coming down. I need 2 of these, 3 of that. Like you just audition in general and then they try to fit you in where you fit in. But that's a show where I think like it was like undeniable. Same with like a Severance. Like you have some shows that just like break the mold and they become popular no matter what. But then you have other shows that are really good just like them, don't pop, and then they just get shelved. Like I remember I auditioned for this really good show on HBO called Love Life, and the first season's really good. I auditioned for the second season, and now it's getting like almost a resurgence because they're putting both seasons on Netflix, and it's a really good show, really well written and told. I just think that it's a mixture of marketing and companies not wanting to put they don't want to put any type of money into anything they know they can't get a return on interest in. I think that's why the movie theaters are dying. You know, like I've been to a movie theater recently. It was a terrible experience. Like nobody really there. Or actually, no, wait. I went and saw. Oh, I'll talk about that. I saw that new Denzel movie. It was interesting. That's all I'll say. It was fascinating. But
bad
it was
or
weird.
good?
I don't know how to say out of my mouth as a young black man who wants to be a part of Hollywood that Denzel and Spike made a bad movie. I don't want to say that.
Hold on, because I'm ready to get into it. I tell you what. We'll show
wait, before I don't think it was bad. I think I was watching it and there were just so many weird choices in it. To a point where I was like, it wasn't like the movie was bad. It wasn't like the characters were bad. It was almost like, you know how we have like the whole YouTube zeitgeist of how, I don't know, you know how Mr. Beast will be like, well, that's not going to get retention. It was like watching a movie that I knew how to fix while I was watching. I was like, wait, why is there a music score here? It was just strange things were happening. It was like Denzel's having a very passionate conversation, but for some reason they just start playing like loud jazz music in the background. I'm like,
oh, a Spike Lee special.
But it was, a friend of mine said that same thing. He was like, oh, haven't you seen Chirac? And I'm like, what's wrong with Chirac? And he's like, you should go see Chirac. And then I was like, oh, but I'm like, nah, these my OGs. Like, there's no way my goats are washed. Like, I don't want to say that.
Like, it sounds like you want to say that.
Let me say this.
I can't say that. I'm trying to be a part of their. I'm trying to get them on my podcast one day in the future.
That's why you need to get behind me. Get behind me, JD. 2 seconds. Get behind me. Get behind me. Spike Lee is the most overrated director in Hollywood.
Absolutely not.
He has been gifted Denzel Washington for like half of his career.
That's a terrible take.
No, he's been gifted Denzel Washington so much, and there's
so many other movies.
There's no way that he has not like produced like uber bangers with Denzel Washington.
He has though. Have you seen Inside Man?
Okay,
Inside Man is insane. That movie is so good.
There's really only 2.
He's done 5. He's done 6 with Denzel.
No, I know. No. I'm saying there's only 2 good ones.
I'm about to say, name me 3 overrated movies he's did with just Denzel.
Like Pesos just said, He Got Game. What is it? Mo Better Blues.
Overrated?
He Got Game is overrated. Is crazy.
Yes. The same concept that you were just talking about.
You don't know ball.
I'm playing. The same concept that you were just talking about with the music exists in He Got Game. They'll be in the middle of a monologue, and then all you hear is a trumpet.
But here's the thing. I agree. I agree that those scenarios can happen, but I don't think that makes it a bad movie. It's almost just like there were bad decisions made in the editing room. And I don't know if that's all on Spike. A part of me is just like Spike had to watch this back, right? There was a part where I was like, He had to wash his back.
And he approved it. That's the part he approved personally.
If he approved it, then I stand by my Morehouse brother.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, I don't know. I just know that there were just specifically for the movie that just came out, the highest to lowest, which is like a remake and or its own version of High and Low made by Kurosawa. So it's hard to watch that and then see what Kurosawa made, because Kurosawa movie is like, it's like on some Casablanca type level of movie making. And it was just interesting. There was just a lot of like question marks as I was watching. I was like, okay, why does Denzel have that hairpiece on? He can't sell that age anymore. And it's so black. It would be one thing if it had a little gray in it. That part was losing me on immediately. I was like, okay, I get it. He's on his Bill Belichick. He's an OG. He's a DiCaprio. And then his wife to me looked like she was his daughter. I was like, okay, let's remove this. I got to stop rationalizing what's happening right now.
Thinking too hard.
But then there were just like editing moments where I was just like, wait, this is a weird edit. That's a weird edit.
I just blame 2K at this point. I just blame 2K. He was too focused on the My Career story, and he let this go to hell. And that's
it does feel like a 2K story too.
And that's my headcanon. So I'm gonna blame 2K.
Freaking environment. It feels like that 2014 game. I played that one. That was hilarious. I don't know, man.
Turned that into a real movie? Is that what you said?
It almost kind of was.
That's kind of crazy.
It kind of was. It could have been written by Ronnie and his people. I don't know. I don't know. Frequency vibrations.
That's 2K to the big screen. I love it.
Dang.
That's a real adaptation right
funny
there.
enough, Spike Lee wrote the story y'all were talking about right now.
No, so he didn't write it. See, okay, so there's that was the part. Me and my friend watched it, and it was such a weird experience because my friend wasn't like, I'm not like, I won't be weird or loud, obviously, during a film, but there were moments where like I couldn't help myself but make like small smirks. I'm like, huh? What? Like I'm doing it to myself because I'm trying to respect the room. Also, you got to be mindful, this movie was killing in the room. There was like people who were Gen X and older, and I'm a millennial. I'm in my 30s. They're in their 40s and up. They were loving it. And I was like, am I in Bizarro land? Like, am I tripping? Like, these jokes are corny. And this is, and like, I was like, these scenes are hacky. This is crazy to me. And you could hear like aunties in there like, that's, and I was like, I'm tripping. And it was, you know why? It was one of the first movies where I saw someone like Jeffrey Wright. Like he couldn't, as good as he is, it made him look like he couldn't act. And I was like,
awful, dog.
I was like, I'm about
to say, by every metric, this sounds like a horrible movie. And I'll just say, by the fifth, I'm gonna just say the movie's below mid. You only got 5 audible.
It's
audible
one of those. Bro,
you only got about 5
it was
of those.
crazy.
But you couldn't help it. That's what you're saying too.
What's worse is like my homie invited me, who I've known since high school, who's like a record exec, right? So he's watching a movie, and I'm not seeing him make any type of like look at it like this is weird. So I'm like, oh shit, maybe I'm like the dickhead friend who hates this film. And like he's loving it. I'm thinking that, but then eventually, like in the third act, also that was a part of the movie that made no sense. I was like, bro, this movie, there's no reason that it's cracking 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was like, it's a long movie right now. And then my friend finally at one scene was like, and I was like, thank God, I'm not the only one. I was like, I'm not going crazy. This is I don't want to call it a bad movie, but it was a weird movie. It was so weird. And then you see like movie reviewers online, because I'm like, let me wait and see like people who go to movies all the time, see what they think. And I feel like they were trying to give it a review that wasn't harsh. It felt like they were going out of their way to be like, well, here's like they kind of break down the story, explain how much they love Denzel and love Spike, And then towards the middle, they're like, there were some very weird choices, and they skate by it, and then they get to the end, and it's like their whole review's over. And I'm like, bro, I couldn't be a movie reviewer. Get me out of here. I'm sorry.
People have a hard time like talking about a legacy act the way that you can and should talk about a legacy act. And it's okay if we're I know it's gonna sound crazy when I say this, but I feel comfortable enough saying this. It's okay if we've moved past Spike Lee. Like it sounds crazy. I promise you it sounds crazy. But
I hear you.
I saw Denzel in Gladiator, right? I just saw him in Gladiator. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
If the way that you're and I just saw Jeffrey Wright in what's it called? American Fiction?
Right.
Too long ago. And that was 2 thumbs up. That's good. If you're describing it exactly how it is, and I trust you, I promise you. They won't see $1 from me, even if it's Wednesday or Tuesday at the movie theater. We can move past that.
True, you can move past that. Here's the thing, also though, because someone told me this. It's produced by Apple. It's an Apple TV film, and it's coming out in like a week on Apple TV. So if you have that and want to watch it in passing that way, or literally put it on 3 times speed and just see if I'm crazy, I feel like that's an option. But I also heard that F1 movie had some weird choices in it. And it almost
I've only heard good things about that.
I heard it was
okay. You've heard good things. I've heard
great
maybe
things.
I don't know. I've heard some people say that it's a good movie, but it feels like the story might be, pushed fast or all over the place. Like it felt like Denzel and Spike made the movie that they wanted, but then also the studio made the choices they wanted with the edit. That's what it felt like. Or we can just blame it on Spike. But I don't know. A part of me doesn't want to do that. Maybe because I just had maybe I haven't seen all of the things that he's made, but I think Spike's.
I'm leaning with Omar. I think it's time we can just move on from Spike. The Knicks did it. If the Knicks can move on from Spike Lee, I think we can. They're on a Timothy Chalamet. I don't think we gotta be that disrespectful. We don't gotta go young and white. But if the Knicks can move on from Spike, I think we can too.
Moving on to Timothy is crazy. I hear you though.
I'm trying to figure out.
You name his borough.
I can't. Manhattan? Is that his borough?
Juilliard? Like what?
Timothy, apparently the women love Timothy. That's what they say.
Apparently the men do too. He is a star. And hey, listen, he lived them Knick games, boy. He is New York.
Well, this is what we need to do. We'll just transition from we got Ryan Coogler coming up. Just go ahead and push out Spike Lee. He goes to more an advisor role. Him and Tyler Perry just played the top and just like let everybody else work.
I don't think we want Tyler Perry playing the top of anything right now. I don't. You know what? Let me shut up.
Tyler Perry got a lot of shows out there, Damo.
So this is the last thing I'll say, and it's gonna ruin it for everybody. You saying Tyler Perry just reminded me of something. That's something that kind of it felt like towards the end. I was like, it felt like Tyler Perry presents a Spike Lee joint. That's what now
he's watched. He's what Spike Lee making Tyler Perry joints now.
But it just and that's why I can't wrap my head around him making those decisions. There was like just weird decisions.
Spike Lee phoned a friend, and the friend was Tyler Perry.
The wife, like there was like moments in the movie where the exposition was just left entirely out, and I was like, "Am I missing something?" Like, because the movie's about his son getting kidnapped for a ransom, right? So they show that in the commercial. Mind you, the commercial cut, whoever cut the commercial, the edit, cut it perfectly. They told the story and the beats correctly in 1:30. And then you watch the movie and it was not edited in that same way at all. Like there was no exposition about his son being kidnapped. He randomly just went on a phone call outside. They didn't even like zoom in to show his expression when he's being told that your son's being kidnapped by what's a boy's name, the rapper? I don't know why I'm tripping right now.
ASAP, by the way.
Yeah, him and ASAP probably had the best scene together, if I'm gonna be honest. ASAP can play himself pretty well.
How was Ice Spice?
She wasn't bad. She was just
in the
Ice
movie?
Spice.
Ice Spice is in the movie.
Ice Spice is in a movie for like 40 seconds being her. She's just in there like, oh my God, I got an album coming. And it's oh my.
Rick Fox is also in the movie.
That was a lot. That was a lot. Yeah. It was, yeah.
That's they're spamming stars. Like it's one of those movies where they spam
so
stars.
Like, consider the cameos, right? Yeah, mind you, consider that they were selling like an A$AP Rocky track off of the film. It almost felt like the movie was one long promo for his new music. It was weird.
Oh, that's
it was so
isn't
weird.
Washed in this movie. Now let me chill.
It was just weird. And that's why I'm like, I don't think it was their choice to make these decisions. It almost felt like Apple was trying to sell subscriptions.
Now I'm about to hate. Wait, what's the name of the movie? Because now I gotta see the whole cast.
Highest to lowest.
Oh, Rod Strickland is also in the movie, and we don't have to keep harping on this movie. Rod Strickland is in this movie.
I shouldn't have done this on camera. We should delete the vibe.
No, on a serious note,
I love you and all your work, everyone who's watching.
I did have a follow-up question because they're gonna beat us up in the community if we don't ask. But I think everybody knows the answer, and I know you're tired of answering this question. This is coming off the reboot thing. People want to know again about any reboots for the Boondocks. Any words, any whispers? I'm trying to.
I don't have any. I don't really wish I did. I don't have any. They were rebooting it back in like 2000, long time ago, actually, if I'm being honest. My dad was supposed to be doing it back in like 2018, but it was like him, Regina, and whoever else was tied to the cast. They weren't willing to pay them like new rates. They wanted to pay them what they paid them on like the first 3, 4, 5 seasons or something. So I remember my dad, he wasn't, they like banded together to say like, we're not going to do it unless you guys pay us our rate. And then I guess I think eventually they got around to it, but then my dad died. So then it was like, now we got to figure that out. And I went in and auditioned for it, and I gave them what most of the internet has already seen me do. And they were like, nah, we good. And then I was like, okay.
And see, that's what I wanted to ask, because that was the last I heard about it. Like I heard the reboot and everything was going on. Heard they started doing everything.
That's what I thought
then,
too.
When you went in to read it, I heard they didn't give it to you and they were just gonna AI dub the voices for Pops. And that's when I seen the whole community say, oh no, if they're JD went in to read, we all heard JD's impression, and it's as close as you're gonna get from anybody, and then they're gonna just do it with AI. I seen everybody pull back the support.
Right. My thing is, I was being kind of spammed about it every day since he died.
Yeah.
And we had done Rogan's podcast back in 2019, and Rogan likes it when I do that silly thing, because to me, I'm not doing an impression. I'm just telling you stories the way I heard them, and or doing how my dad talks. I just know how that sounds. Honestly, it's my own voice pitched low in like the next probably 20 years as I get older, if I'm being honest. Except less Detroit. I'm not from Detroit, so I don't talk like he does from Detroit with all the yeah boy, all that shit. Like I don't do that. It's not something I didn't grow up in that world. But yeah, I posted a video however long ago just letting people know like, hey y'all, I'm not a part of it. And then I broke it down because I didn't feel like answering any other questions after it was over. I was like, look, I'm gonna break down exactly the process I went through. And no shade to the people who made their choices. If I was under the impression they were just going to live with them and do what they wanted to do. And I can agree that definitely didn't put like it probably didn't put that thing in a positive light. I will say, just to take accountability, I definitely probably was. I think I was offended from the perspective of being told that it's like, you sound exactly like him, but we don't want you to be him. And they were saying they wanted someone else to kind of give a different type of performance. And in my defense, I was like, well, that's weird, because you didn't tell me I was able to perform this any differently. You played back audio and then you tried to have me match it. It's called like a voice matching audition. Mm-hmm. There's no room for, hey, give us your take. So it felt like kind of an excuse for who they just wanted to cast, because that's Hollywood. That happens. It very much felt like a play on, well, we would rather have this person. like you're cool and you can do it, but we just want this guy, or we just want this thing. And then in the booth, in the sense of the AI thing, AI was nowhere near where it is now. At this point, you don't need anybody. You could just go get any of his films and throw them into an AI generator and spit it back. But you would have to reach out to our estate just to get clearance. But it was more of like them telling me they were going to mix like an actor with like audio software to try to hit those marks. And I was sitting there looking at them like, why? I got you. Maybe I was overly confident, but I think it was less about me even thinking about having a job. I really didn't give a shit about that. I would have rather him stayed alive and done his own job. I could get my own work. I was just kind of like, oh, it's weird how you guys are like approaching me within however many months of him dying. And like, yeah, I mean, I guess I could come in and do my thing for you. And then kind of also being told there were like other stipulations and ultimatums around it. Like certain cast members didn't want to be a part of it if it didn't feel like my dad. And then I was like, bet. I was like, cool. Well, then my brain was like, oh, I got the job then. Because I don't know anybody else who knows him as well as I do. And I'm not gonna act like I'm the only option out there. Like I think Jay Farrow is talented. I think that he probably could figure it out if he went out for it. Or the other guy, what's the name? Trey Williamson, who does like an impersonation of his characters though online. But my thing was like, you know, those guys very talented. Even Mexican JJ Reddick can do it. And in being able to do that, I was just like, you all are great at doing a copy paste of the characters from the movies you've seen and the TV shows and cartoons. You could do that. Sure. I was like, I promise you, none of you know how he like breathes on the phone, or how he slurs certain words, or how he like chews his food when he's trying to tell you something funny. I was just like, I could tell you like ways that I know he wouldn't say those lines, or he would say those lines just from living. I'm like, you know, and I'm not trying to act like I'm better than anybody. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I knew him for 31 years.
You are better.
I'm not saying, but you're literally a primary source. So.
And it was one of those things where it would be so different if I was like a banker or a school teacher or some sort of like random person who's related to him, who's like, he's my dad, I'll do the job. I thought it was a win-win that I was a working actor who is a voice actor of over a decade, who has like so much work you can find online. You can go on IMDb, and I've been like on multiple animated shows, and I've done my dad's voice on some shows just for some funny sketch shows that I've done, just as like an homage. And I was just like, it felt like an alley-oop to me, but maybe I'm tripping. And I think
you feel like just a quick question. Do you feel like the person that they wanted in your eyes was a person that would have done it for cheaper than you? Because it sounds like from the other conversations you talked about, it seems like cost is like a factor in all of this. Like they didn't want to pay people their rates. AI makes it cheaper in some cases. Like, do you think that played a factor?
You know, if AI was where it was right now, I agree. But it was nowhere near there, and I don't think that was it. I think that just knowing the people involved, I think they just went with the choice that they were more interested in. I was like, I get it. I'm not a name. I'm not somebody special. In your eyes, I'm just proxy to him. I'm just his kid. And I don't know how well they even knew my own career. So I was like, I could wrap my head around it. And I was just like, that's fine. Whatever. But I was tired of being bombarded in every post I would put after that. Like, so you're going to voice him, right? So you're going to do this, right? I still get it to this day. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, let me just make like a nice little statement video. I'll post it on my dad's page. I'll put it on. It's on my page still unlisted, just because I put it in like a playlist. Because I was like, well, I don't know people. I don't need people going to my page and that's the first thing they see. I'm like, I have my own career and things. I'm just gonna push my my stand-up and acting and video games and all the other funny stuff I like to do. But it's there. It's easy to find. It's not hard to find or learn about that scenario. But I think at that point I was like, it's done. It's over. No big deal. They're gonna put out a show. And then I think it got weird where I had, mind you, that was like 6 months after I had been told that decision. And then I made like my little video just to put a little statement out. I wasn't trying to like hit the blogs or anything. Or if I was trying to make that type of choice, I could have gone to Shade Room, TMZ, Neighbor. I could have gone to those places. I didn't go anywhere. I think the only people who saw it were like, what's her name? Comedy Hype. And then that was it. And I would think I was just putting it out there. So I was just like, y'all can stop asking me. I'm not involved. And then I was assuming it was going to come out, and then it just didn't come out. And I was like, okay. But then I had gotten, since since I had posted my video, I had people who worked on it and around it tell me other things that had happened behind the scenes, which I don't feel comfortable talking about because that's just gossip. Yeah. Right. That I was like, okay, so the choice with me wasn't the only weird decision. There was a lot of other weird choices that were happening. And I was just like, as much as people want and or love their nostalgia, I was like, it's not going to be better than the first 3 seasons. I can be selfish and say my dad's dead. It's definitely not going to be better if he's dead. Like, I feel the same way with like the 4th Friday. Like, that's going to be a weird one to navigate. I get it. Maybe they do a funeral thing. I don't know. But I look at that from the sense of reboots. Like, in the sense of a reboot, if you got to reboot something and everybody can't come back, I don't know how y'all think it's going to be better. If anything, we're just going to flame it harder.
But I think
that'll be
I think that's my whole thing about reboot culture in general, and that's why I wanted to have a conversation, is because to me, people are trying to capture a time in which is no longer capturable. Like, I'm not in high school no more. I'm not in middle school no more. I wasn't the fat kid I'm not the fat kid on the bus anymore who some of these jokes hit home, or I was trying to go get some sort of relief by going home. I think people, from my perspective, don't take into consideration that it's more than just TV show or music or whatever sort of art. Some of that stuff is very important for the moment in time that the user or the viewer or whatever is consuming that content. I always look back to like when 808s and Heartbreaks came out. That was around a time where like I was just understanding what it meant for my dad to no longer be living and stuff like that. So there's no way that in 2025 we could re-release that and I have those same emotions and feelings for that. I'm just not in that. I'm not in that headspace for something like that to happen. So I don't understand, and it can work out sometimes. It could be something that I can hee and ha to, but like as great as King of the Hill was, it's not the same as the old King of the Hill. As great as Gumball or whatever show we're talking about, whatever movie we're talking about, it's not gonna be the same as this. Why can't we just move forward with new projects, with new talent, with new faces? Even if you wanted some of the same feel, we could just move forward with new as opposed to trying to recapture old. That's always been my take.
The unfortunate reality of that is it's always going to be safer to keep the same name, though, by the consumer at least. And this is just me talking as like probably the most movie casual or TV casual up here. But like, take for example, I think like we're already talking about the Boondocks. I think there is definitely a role for a black cartoon that parodies very, very, very true situations, but they're kind of like live the wrong way. Black life, essentially. It parodies black life in a positive way or a negative way, kind of like how like South Park does with other stuff. And there's a role for that. However, if it's not Huey Freeman, Riley Freeman, Pops and stuff, it's going to be hard for that show to get really even an opportunity. And we could have a conversation. This may be the worst point I make on this, but it could even be a conversation on how like when Netflix was dropping a ton of originals and at some point they just started bombing. I don't know what happened, but like everyone was like, yo, this one's ass, and then this one's ass, and then this one's ass. And now we're just at a point, and that's why I said originally when this conversation started, I don't know about saying this right now, because to be fair, some of the reboots are hitting, but now we're kind of at a point where new titles just really, really, really aren't given an opportunity unless you pay for a seat to sit and watch it. But in terms of like just booting up a Hulu original, a Netflix original, or even using cable, people aren't giving these things any opportunity. I think that's just the unfortunate truth of it.
Because it's too many streaming services with too many originals and just too much to digest for everything to be good. And that's why a lot of the good shows don't get seen or don't get heard about or don't get watched, because when you have 6 major streaming services and they're pumping out 10 to 20 originals at a time, but they know they're competing with everybody else, we're only going to push 1 or 2 really main shows. Netflix is going to push their 2 shows. Hulu's going to push their 2 shows. Peacock's going to push their 2 shows. But what about the 8, 12, 15 other shows? It's word of mouth. Like, people got to find out about them. You're seeing clips of them on TikTok or Shorts or whatever it is, and what show is this? And then you got to figure it out that way. There's no real... It's just too much, in my opinion. That's the real biggest issue. It's just too many streaming services dropping too much content.
I think it's also less of that, and it's more the fact that there is no pipeline to that. Like, I think the internet is a double-edged sword, because you're giving everyone way too much choice and power and access. If we're going to be honest, like, shit, if the internet doesn't progress to where it is, I have no idea if I'm as far as I am. I don't know if y'all ever get a chance to make any type of content. Like, if you have people who have to curate content, or just the way that back in the day, finding out about all those things is because we all collectively as different communities came to sit down and watch the thing all at one time. Like, Chappelle's show might have not been able to thrive in this day and age, where everyone can just watch whatever they want whenever they wanted to. Like, I remember being like vividly a 15-year-old coming out of high school, going home Wednesday nights to go watch Chappelle's show, and I'm this old, record it on like a VCR, you know what I mean? And be like, I want to save that episode for later before the DVD comes out. It's cool. You can laugh, bro. We out here. We unking. What we talking about? We talking about? I look younger than all of y'all, but it's okay. I'm a decade older and better shape. It's okay.
Let them have it. Let them have it.
It's okay.
Let them have
it's okay. It's all right. Y'all still cute. It's okay. But I'm saying, there's no control anymore. Like, we have access to everything. So why would I, as a consumer of any type of content, sit down on a Thursday night to watch Game of Thrones the moment it drops, unless it becomes a cultural event like that show did, and consume it so I don't get spoiled? That's probably the only way you really get a show or something to pop, is like, hey, I'm going to watch this on time with everybody, because if I don't, the internet's going to spoil me before I can enjoy it.
That's what Love Island is.
That's
Love Island, video
games. I'm aiming for that right now.
Yeah, I remember I was playing Donkey Kong Bonanza on Twitch, and I was like, I tried to type in the game so I could find a thumbnail to make, and like the end of the game popped up on my search, and I was like, damn, I was just about to play,
bro. Anytime you Google like anything continuing right now, again, as you said, if it's a cultural impact, I'll take like One Piece, for example. I have to Google the episode or like the arc I've already seen, because if I just Google Luffy, I'm going to see what he just did.
Yeah, in the manga. Yeah.
So I think you're onto something there, as you and Damo were talking about, not necessarily oversaturation, but just like viewers having too much idea. It used to be a time where you come home and you either missed it entirely or you recorded it. Now, bump missing the time recording and seeing what you want. Gang, you can just say, you know what? I'll watch it a different day because I'm going to get on YouTube tonight. And then next thing you know, instead of watching the show that's on Fox for or at the right time or tomorrow or even next week, You spend the next months watching Kai. You said Kai streams earlier, like Kai streams on Twitch and YouTube and all that stuff. So it's so much freedom. You don't even need to be on the platform to even know new shows exist, let alone the fact that you're going to just be pressed to watch the show. And the only time you really get pressed to watch the show, you may do what Sage does and just binge the shit rather than watch it week to week to week. Some people literally don't watch things episodically. They'll be like, okay, when it's over, I'll get to it. So it's so many ways to watch TV now that it just goes back to my point, at least, where it's so many ways to watch it. If you're that network company and you're gonna have your 2-3 shows that you're gonna push to the moon, gang, I'm not gonna lie, Feather Friends, Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna pick the known IP. Unfortunately,
television doesn't even exist. Like this is TV. Like we're the TV right now. I watch Omar's videos to keep up with gossip. I go watch Philip DeFranco to watch white people news. I go watch literally like YouTube is television. Like that's what it is. If I want to go see who the new stand-up comics are, I go watch Don't Tell Comedy. If I like that's just what it is. Like cable, like we all might have streaming apps for that like one show or to go back and binge that one thing. But I swear to God, every time I see Disney Plus take $7, I'm like, bro, I'm not even watching Mickey Mouse this month. What the hell's happening? So that's just the world that we kind of live in now, where if anything, Mr. Beast is frying these people. I know all them apps are mad that Mr. Beast is pulling probably their monthly every video. Like 100 million? Wait, and then you can see it and like we not hiding it in the background like Netflix? Oh no, we got to burn this dude's ship. We can't let this happen.
You know what? And this is where I was thinking about this as we're having the conversation, like the last cultural moments from an original, for like the community, what made us sit down, what made us talk about it from like a big perspective. I think the last one, truth be told, I ain't gonna lie, and I might be missing some, probably like Squid Games, for real.
Squid Games was good.
But what are even those cultural moments that still exist? I know we said Love Island. I think, what's the show? I forget the name.
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Oh, Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. Yeah. But my thing is, for American content, either the content has to be really, really good, or the person involved almost needs to be in their own world of like controversy, or like they pop from something, like the girl who plays what's her name, Wednesday from the Addams Family. Like I watched that show because I had heard that it was either really good. And you know what though? I don't know. I don't know if I could count COVID shows. We all had too much free time.
Yeah, we didn't have nothing.
Like certain COVID shows, I don't think would have popped if COVID wasn't happening. I wouldn't know who Tiger King was if it wasn't for COVID.
A lot of COVID content, like even in our space, I think we were beneficiaries of the COVID.
A lot of people blew up.
So.
Oh yeah,
let's be honest.
Still surviving. There's people out there that put up numbers during COVID and cannot replicate any of it today. But I'm also trying to figure out, because like I watch a show called Stugo on Disney Plus. It's a little cartoon show. It's very reminiscent of like a Cartoon Network show on Disney Plus. But it's a really, really good show. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is this generation's version of like a Flapjack or of a regular show or of Adventure Time. It's a shame though that Disney isn't even trying to like force feed this. This should be like front page. Everybody needs to watch this. Hey, you got kids, you need to be watching this, that, and the third. But it almost seems like they're not even trying to make the attempt to say, hey, watch this. But more so, hey, we probably have like some version of
Proud Family,
Avengers, Proud Family, or new Avengers content, new Marvel content that you can watch.
It's just in my eyes, I really do think the core problem is a lot of these big media conglomerates are way too, they don't want to take risks like at all. So I feel like, and maybe this is maybe too ambitious of a solution to this, wouldn't YouTube be a solve for this new IP problem, just from the sense of like these independent content creators, these independent filmmakers, they use YouTube as a way to like validate their idea, to say, hey, there's proof, there's traction that people want to see this. And then you take that idea and go to a media company and say, yo, there's clear, I can give you numbers that people want to watch this, that people want to invest in this. Just give me backing and we'll like blow it up.
Like that's true, but it might not benefit them. So I say that as a stand-up. The pipeline to being like back in the day in the 90s and the 2000s, maybe the 80s, to being a successful comic, there was like 3 pipelines. It was like you're a comedian who gets discovered, so you get a network sitcom, you get into movies, or you I don't know what the third one is. Let's just say network and movies. But
wasn't like radio or something?
Maybe, I don't know, radio, but here's the thing, regardless of that, in this day and age, why would I do that or even back then, there's a lot of comedians who would say no to television deals because they make more on the weekends on the road. Like I've seen that. Like I've seen comedians who aren't super popular, could boost their star, and they're like, well, we want to put a TV show around you that would probably take you away for 6 months to film it off the road. Could be a flop, like Kevin Hart's first 3 pilots. Or could just maybe ruin your reputation. So why would I take those choices to be put in the place where I could be maybe, as you see, featured more when I could get this guaranteed money right now on the road? I can make about $40,000 every weekend. You probably won't even pay me $40,000 an episode because I'm not popping yet. And same with like a YouTuber, like. Outside, even Mr. Beast, I don't think benefited from his Beast games more than he does from his YouTube channel. Like, there was probably conversations where Amazon was like, well, if we're going to do this show with you, we would want you to not put as much content on your YouTube channel. I'm sure you guys have seen those types of deals where it's like, all right, cool, we're going to sponsor you, but you're going to put your content on our platform, pull back from your own. And it's like, whoa. I'm not going to ruin my relationship with my audience for your benefit. What's it called? Your benefit. Yeah, exclusivity. Shout out to chat. And in this day and age, I feel like if this was 10 years ago, I know exactly what you're talking about because what's her name? Was it Grace Helbig? She got like a TV show on like VH1. And I remember there were like some other YouTubers who transitioned from TV, from YouTube to TV, and it didn't hit. And if they would have just focused on, and now we've come full circle where internet is king. No one who's successful off the internet is going to have an easier time on television compared to being where they are at, because then you have to drag your audience to something else. If anything, it has to be like a plus, like how Patreon is its own bonus thing. It's like, hey, I make all this stuff for you here. If you want more, I'm doing this thing too. But it can't be let me take everything I got and then transition it to where I really want to be at. I feel like I told someone this on my podcast recently, which I haven't released yet, but I was using, and also Damo, chill out. I was using King Batch as an example. Batch does not have to make skits anymore. Right? I remember when he popped, I was there. Like we were making vines together. I was part of that group of people. I might have been in the background, but hey, I got my
with the watermelons.
Wasn't in that one.
Keep going.
Wasn't in that one.
You started not to be in that one. Hey,
wasn't.
I feel it.
You know what's funny? I'll tell you some funny stories actually, real quick. But like, I was around when they were all making those videos. I got a smooth little 300,000 followers on Vine. I didn't do much with it though, because at a certain point, I was getting tired of making what I felt was like hacky 6-second videos to make 6-year-olds laugh. I just something about me was like really disturbed that we were all filming on phones, because I was like, bro, I just bought this Canon 7D. I'm trying to make like short film funny sketches. If you go back through my content, you can see it. But I was almost disgusted that everybody was like, no, bro, we're shooting on the iPhone 4. I was like, I don't like this. And also I was like, bro, I'm trying to be like a legitimate actor and stand up and all this. So I just pulled back from like making so much content. And a part of me is kind of happy because, you know, I could have been one of those people who was like known for being a Viner, like became Vine famous. But I got like right to like the edge of the mountain and was like, is this what I want to be known for though? Because you gonna have to remember this is what you're known for now. I don't care how far you go in the future. You could try your hardest to get an Oscar. They're gonna be like, bro, that one Viner, bro. He finally got him an Oscar, dog. Look at it.
That's Damo and Melvin Gray.
That's literally what y'all were just going through.
So that's how I felt. And I still can't control how I'm discovered. There's like a huge faction of people who are just like, he's John Witherspoon's son. There's another faction who's like, oh, isn't that Dashy's old friend? There's another faction who's like, he's a YouTuber. He's a this, he's a that. Or it's like they know him from acting or stand-up. You can't really control that part. But someone like Batch doesn't have to make skits anymore because he has all the agents. He has all the access. Like I remember him getting signed to UTA when I was younger. I remember him, getting in movies, getting on TV, having brands say, we want to connect you to our brand and sell this product for a commercial. So it was one of those things where I look at him and I'm saying, so why does he still make skits? He does that because who are the people who helped platform him to where he is now? So he could at any time stop making skits entirely and just focus on his career and do whatever it is he wants to do. But he still like scratches that itch for the fans that help make him what he is and will continue to support all the other ventures that he wants to go on. So now it's even something like y'all, like if like, let's say, because you guys are, you guys do your podcast. If your podcast or when your podcast, so knock on wood, let's manifest, when your podcast gets big enough to ESPN being like, yo, we want to give y'all a segment or whoever, it could be ESPN. It could be Underdog. It doesn't matter. And maybe Underdog is like, yo, we want you guys to mesh like comedy, sports, and anime. We want to give you a show on some Gil's Arena, but you got to go do it over here and like leave the people who helped you. Now, listen, I'm sure if the bag is big enough, some people might be like, hey, bro, we got to go. But
that's what them kick streamers did.
But if you knew that it was going to destroy everything you built, I think you would have a second guess about, well, does that help us in the long run, or is that just like a short-term win? Because we could be like in the sense of even how Kai has popped on Twitch. I'm sure the way he's always like, Ninja, you should have never taken that what's it called deal, that mixer deal.
Well, what's interesting about that too, because it's all kind of related, because I have questions about Kev on Stage, even because Kev on Stage has done something like that. I don't know if people remember, like maybe last year, 2 years ago, it was when the Good Burger reboot came out. Kai was like really, really, really adamant about making movies. And even when I was like still working with AMP, that was like the ultimate goal for him, was like, I want to get in movies. I want to get in movies. I want to get in movies. And then Agent went to go do something. Him and Duke went to go do something for TNT or House of Highlights or something like that. And that's when they realized, yo, this is a lot of work for a little camera time. And I could have been just like streaming. Or I could have been making a YouTube video. Or
I think DDG's going through that too, Omar. Because there was a phase where DDG was like, "Yo, I was a YouTuber. Now I'm a rapper. I need y'all to respect me." But now DDG is kind of like going back on that and saying, "Hey man, I'm a YouTube guy. I'm a streamer. This is what I'm known for. So I'm gonna just lean into it. I'm gonna still make music, but I'm not like it's just too hard to like pivot away from that shit."
I'll even take it a step further. That's just
because it got popular. That's just because it was the wave. Everybody, if rappers as a whole didn't try to dick rod the wave of streamers, DDG would not embrace being a YouTube content creator. He would still want to be a rapper. If rappers didn't view that shit as cool, DDG would not have came back with his tail tucked between his legs to be a content creator first. That's why.
Tuck between the legs.
I think he came humble. We have these conversations.
Came humbly at first. At first, he was real humble with his emergence as a streamer. Back when Bruce was clowning him for 700 subs, he was real humble about where he was. Now he on top, he can pop his shit. Which, hey, do your thing, pop your shit. I'm not telling you not to. He was definitely.
But background doesn't ever leave you, though, is what I think is like the thing. And when it came to DDG, for example, I've even seen the Twitter clip. He was talking about how hey, no matter what, these industry labels, until my numbers just got undeniable, they viewed me as a person that did YouTube, so I was a joke to them or whatever. Kind of like that. And I was trying to interject in the segment earlier when y'all were talking about you taking somebody seriously. I was like John Cena, for example. I feel like he's gonna have a hard time because, hey, ain't you the guy that just does the AA in the movie, whatever? Now, wrestling in movie and acting, that's more of a seamless thing per se. But if you're talking like streamer, and we used to do the basketball content, even the idea of like one of us going to ESPN per se, first of all, they may not even just like the resume anymore. If they see that resume, they're gonna be like, damn, you or Kai, who doesn't even talk about hoops. But then that's a whole different can of worms. Or more importantly, if you're this big shot NBA YouTuber, you're the one of one that a lot of people have been looking for, and you can just keep uploading and stuff. There's no reason to go on there and potentially be attached to Stephen A's random hot take today, and now your whole brand is shot. You got to go back to YouTube, and then that's the worst part. You going back to YouTube looks like a loss. You already described DDG going back to streaming or YouTube as looking like a tail between your legs. So if you ever revert anything you do, now it's really a bad look. So it's kind of like this ultimate lose that I think you have to be, especially when we're talking about the content creators, you have to be this like one of one talent to really pop it off, because it has to work. There's some names where it's worked. I would say not like he's A-list per se, but I would say like a DC Young Fly, for example. When he came on there, he's doing the vines or whatever, then he's on Wild and Out, and now DC Young Fly is just like a really respected comedian out there. But most people, you just got from Vine. Now you just got a guy from TikTok or whatever the case.
But I mean, it's very possible to break that narrative and break that mode about yourself. You brought up DC Young Fly. He put in the work to be taken seriously as an entertainer and not just seen as the guy from that used to do vines, like, or even beyond being just the guy from Wild 'N Out. He's put time in on stage. He's put time in with 85 South to break that. You brought up John Cena as an actor. John Cena has broken the mold as people seeing him when he's acting as just John Cena acting how you do with The Rock. How the old joke of, oh, it's The Rock just being The Rock in a different movie. Right. That's not what John Cena no more. Niggas, they have broke that mold.
Peacemaker, right?
Peacemaker, yeah. Even that one comedy that came out like a year or two ago where he was pretending to be the dude in the friend group that was made up. I forget the name. Ricky Stenicki. That was another one where his performance was eye-opening for people like, oh, no, this is way more than just John Cena acting. So it's very possible to break that mold. It's not impossible. You do have to be good, though.
I think that's if you want to break that mold, because at the end of the day, as long as you're doing what you want to do and you're secure with what you're making, then it don't matter what everybody else is saying anyway. Because if you're getting work and working consistently and doing what you love, people will just come to you. They'll just gravitate towards you. Like someone like Kai popping off of, I think, like you mentioned, how he wants to be in movies. He's going to be in a movie. They doing a movie right now. Yeah. They doing that movie with Kevin Hart. I know they doing it because my boy Cam Patterson's in it. I know about it. So Cam Patterson. Sometimes you just continue to do what you do. And if you become undeniable, things are just going to come your way. You can't.
Yeah.
It don't even matter. Instead of taking what you have to someone else, if you become not necessarily the biggest, but if you become so well renowned and people are talking about you, the big dogs who have all that money that they can just throw away will try to find a way to work with you. Yep. That's just how it is. Someone like like Gilbert, who's flipped his entire career around, and the perception of who he is. They know he brought them guns to their locker room, and they like, he sure did. And underdog, whoop whoop, another 20 M's, whatever it is. Like, it doesn't matter. Like also Gil has more personality in the sports world. That's a thing. I try to tell friends of mine who maybe are like really talented. Same with myself. Like, I'm talented, and I think that as we continue to work on the things that we have been putting in all the time and hours towards and get better with time, that's great. The goal, unfortunately, now is that you need to be popular. Like, popularity is the sell. Like, what is your brand? What is your personality? What are you, not necessarily what are you selling, but like, if you really want opportunity, it's not even about like just the vague numbers of who follows you. It's just like, if you're an unknown talent and millions of people are randomly putting their support behind you, someone's gonna want to get a piece of that. Like I seen the boy who's a really talented stand-up and he works on The Daily Show, Josh Johnson, who's popping right now. Like, he's doing something in stand-up that no other stand-up's doing a weekly, like anywhere between 30 to 45 or an hour of comedy on what the news is. He's his own news outlet, but now he's like a feel-good stand-up comedy news type of version of things. And like a lot of comedians, myself included, I have no idea how to do that. Like I could get like a nice 5-10 minute joke off about some sort of thing that happened in the news. I don't know if I can. One, I don't work at The Daily Show, so I'm not looking at news all the time. Nor am I would say, putting in the work with my pen to write and create like a whole show based around what you saw in the most recent current news, and then giving it to you to YouTube, where the algorithm favors it because, one, it's relevant and it's long form. So now long form, relevant and entertaining. Boy, that's hard. That's
unemployed news. That's another thing. It is literally, Omar, for y'all that don't know what Josh Johnson does, it's our regular topics or thumbnails in a stand-up comedy.
That's
literally, his next one's going to be.
I think I've heard of him.
His next one's going to be. So did y'all hear about Rajah Jackson? And he's going to make a story out of it, like 100%.
I seen a Carl Samir video about this dude. Oh yeah, this dude, he's going
a lot of money. He's getting a lot of money.
I love that we all watch different stuff on the internet. This is fun to me because I feel like I watch all the stuff y'all watch because I just like to stay tapped in, and y'all are just like, oh, this is cool.
I'm tapped in. I'm tapped into Josh Johnson.
He's getting a lot of money.
Yeah, he's really
good. I think he's really good.
He's getting a lot of money.
He's very good. But like, like another version of that is if like a stand-up comic went and did jokes on everything that went viral on Twitch in the last week. That would be a way to niche it down if you really wanted to. But you'd have to be doing those jokes at like a gaming convention weekly, and you're not going to get those audience members, or I don't know, some teenager's birthday party, because I don't know where else you're going to get people who are even tapped into like extra Emily called somebody a brokey. Like, that's just, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, that's what it is when it comes to those avenues. Like, building your brand nowadays and or being internet first is way more beneficial than trying to get into what these companies and conglomerates are trying to like put you at. Oh, I'll give you something I just learned today that was so terrible. This ain't really hot gossip or nothing, but man, I did a whole commercial campaign earlier this year, right? I shot it in February. It was 5 commercial spots. I should be eating for like 2 years off of that. I just talked to my agent today, and I was like, because they asked me to go in for this Taco Bell audition, but it wasn't like for a TV thing. It was like for some sort of live, I don't know, interactive event. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Thanks. So I don't want to do that. But then I said, hey, tell me about that one campaign we shot earlier this year, because I did 5 commercials for one brand. I'm thinking I'm about to be Jake from State Farm money up. Like, I'm chilling. And then they finally got back to me and was like, hey, about that, I finally got an answer for you. The company that you shot all those ads for was purchased by a parent company. And the parent company saw everything that they were working on and just shelved it. So that's not coming out. They're going into a different marketing camp. They're going to go into a different direction in the future of marketing. Like, they scrapped all the ads I did and everything that they did the year before, like all the stuff that was already running on TV. So they were just like, oh, it's gone now. And now when I say that I'm missing out on money because of some executive decision, I'm hot. Like, I'm like, I can't do anything about it. But that reminds me how much more it is important to be working on the things that are in my control in entertainment. Yeah. So that would be like my stand-up, my podcast stuff that I'm working on that I'm going to put out soon, and also streaming and or anything I like gaming related, because I still love playing video games and all that stuff and streaming on Twitch and uploading on YouTube. So in this day and age, I don't think it's beneficial to try to take any of your talents to Hollywood because it's out of your control then. Yeah. It's literally like not to say it's not your IP. Like you could maybe sell a movie, I don't know, sell a TV series, sell an animated show, but you can't control if test groups don't like it. When you could have uploaded it to YouTube and it probably could have gone viral, you know? Like it's just one of those
genuine question. I'm sorry to cut you off. Do you think that good. Like the TV show viral, the Hollywood, I call it Hollyweird, by the way. The Hollyweird viral hits harder than like the YouTube viral though? Because at this point, I'm honestly trying to play devil's advocate for why you would want to go to do like a professional acting career per se. So do you think that like it's a higher ceiling thing per se?
I think there's a higher ceiling in building your brand in comparison to waiting for the machine of entertainment to give you the green light to pop.
Yeah.
And I have friends who want that still because we old. That's what we remember. That's what we came up on.
Yeah.
I look at it from the perspective of when I started making YouTube videos on a whim, I was auditioning all the time, excited to get in on TV and into movie theaters. Now things have gone full circle to the point where I'm auditioning to get back on the internet on a streamer. It don't even feel validating anymore. I'm like, bro, I've been posting videos for 15 years for free. You trying to put me on? You trying to put me on the back catalog of a Tubi or whatever, or even a Netflix. You could be on Netflix with a TV show that is dope, and no one's heard of it because K-pop Demon Hunters is holding that top spot for the last 3 months.
Arcane still top 10.
You know what I mean?
That's tough.
So I think building your brand at this point is way more important. Like focusing on what you got going on, way more important, and let those people come to you. Because if what your stuff is doing is undeniable, they'll find you, or people adjacent will reach out and contact you. Like working with ex-NBA players, or working with people in whatever community, or I'm lucky enough where like I've had Nintendo hit me up and PlayStation and Xbox because they're like, we like your gaming videos. Do you want any free some merch? I'm like, yeah. Or do you want to be a part of a commercial? Yeah. Like it's just weird how at this point there's the upside of trying to be a traditional entertainer just not as up as it used to be. Like I've had friends of mine who are famous YouTubers tell me, hey man, I saw you in that commercial, dude. That was crazy. How'd you do that? And I was like, I asked, like I auditioned. And I'm like, and then he's like, oh yeah. I've had like friends be like, oh, that's cool, man. I think I might want to try that. And I'm like, try it? What do you mean? Like, it's not like something you just hop into. Hobby. Yeah. But also, I think even then, and not to be cynical or feel negative about how they're talking about it or downplaying it, I would genuinely tell them, hey, bruh, I would not waste my time. You're already up. If anything, if you were to say, like, let's say you're who's the homie? Like Corey Kenshin, that's my boy. Let's say Corey was like, hey, I want to be an actor. I'd be like, Corey, you'd be going so far back in the sense of career-wise to go be an actor. Like you could literally do whatever you want. You can make videos and make millions of dollars. You can make anime and manga now and make millions of dollars. Do whatever you want. Going backwards to take acting classes, unless you're genuinely super passionate about it. Like if you really love it, then yeah, go do it. You could do that as a hobby. You could go take improv classes as a hobby. But I would be like, career-wise, I wouldn't throw away everything you have to be a part of a machine that's not going to give a crap about you.
I think to add there too, because like this is potentially why people do it. One, the nostalgia of it all. Like truly, the nostalgia of it all is always going to push people into doing it. That's why people are forcing themselves to be rappers and all this other stuff. But Zeddy Will, the TikTok rapper, with all due respects to him, he's pulling more spins than a lot of these people that are still trying to come to the traditional routes. The internet can push you further, but also there might be some validity to the point that like, oh, these mainstream routes come with a lot of people who will take a lot off your plate. They'll I don't want to say hold your hand more, but hold your hand more and do different things for you behind the scenes that you just don't have to contemplate. As opposed to if you're a YouTuber, you from start to finish, you like wearing all the hats until you can do the outsourcing and building and everything like that. But even some of the biggest YouTubers still struggle to put like a team together. Whereas I at least I believe from my thought process, the show I was thinking of was Forever, but the main actor on Forever, he doesn't have to think about anything but like, be there at this time. He's got a stylist, he's got management that's telling him, hey, we're going here. This is what you're eating today, et cetera, et cetera. So maybe that might be the appeal as to why people might face that route.
You're talking about him now that he's successful. Also, every single person you mentioned who's there, who's helping him, he's still cutting checks to. I'd much rather be an independent creator who doesn't have to give 10% to 10 people.
Yes,
I'm at UTA, so I'm at United Talent. So I've got my agents at United Talent. I got my commercial agents. I got a entertainment lawyer. And then when you really start getting money, you get business managers because they need to help you manage when you get hella money, which I'm sure Kai and them, they have that. I know they do, but it's all you doing is splitting up how much your check comes into. So you better make sure that train can continue to move in comparison to, let's say, y'all who are independent doing your own podcast. You can do your own podcast, produce it, shoot it, and have it ready to go after we're done with this stream, I would assume. Instead of having to hire a whole team of people who are going to charge you like $400 just to get the footage. So
no, this is it. This is the pod.
Hey, listen, I know I got a whole podcast studio behind this green screen. I shoot my stuff ready to go. And when people see it, they're like, where'd you film that at? And I'm like,
the room.
I'm self-taught. I learned how to produce all my own stuff because I do think you should get help at a certain point. Like I have editors that I work with here and there, but I feel like in the sense of being a creative, it feels so much better to be a creative who can make whatever they want whenever they want to, compared to someone who's like, I got this idea. I just need 9 other people. I need 9 other people to get this off the ground. I'm like,
that's what Shannon and them did though. Like when he first started his Nightcap and Club Shay Shay stuff, he's talked about it a little bit. That was the whole spiel about the volume. Hey, we'll clip it up for you. Well, we'll come in and we'll put the equipment in and all this other stuff like that. Come to find out, hey, we're getting all your AdSense, buddy. Whatever you making, the ads that you gain.
Cam look at home for him. Like, come on, bro.
Did he confirm that?
Yeah. Well, as far as the AdSense goes,
no, because I know someone, and I'm not trying to put the business out there. I remember I met with a girl who works in marketing, and she told me, love Shannon Sharp, but he don't own his own YouTube channel. And I was like, what?
So that Cat Williams interview was in Colin Cowherd's pockets.
And mind you, that's because they were getting ready, and it's because it's owned by Fox. So that's what I was, or FS1. I heard that they helped him set it all up.
No.
Or Colin specifically. That's Colin specifically. Okay. That's not Fox or FS1. That is Colin Cowherd's own entity that he's getting people in 360 deals.
And mind you, he was getting ready to leave that and then did a podcast that went bananas. And he was like, I think we'll renew, Shannon. I think we'll wait now. I want all that. And then because how I know that is because whenever you see Stephen A talk about his YouTube channel, he's like, I own my YouTube channel. And I'm like, that's weird that you keep saying that.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I've heard him say that multiple times. I remember when my friend told me that Shannon didn't own his own podcast. I was like, what are you talking about?
The way that the deals are structured, and man, I don't want to, but the way that the deals are structured are, hey, right now what we're about to do is we're about to put in $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month on your channel, man. And are you willing to front that? Oh, no, I can't do that. Well, we'll do this. We'll just take the AdSense. Just the AdSense. That's all we're gonna get. Whatever else,
just the AdSense.
Create. We'll get the AdSense from it. And they're like, oh, that's fine.
The whole AdSense, not a percentage.
No, it'll be the whole. It'll be the whole AdSense.
So that's why Shannon was like, because
some might I'm thinking a little bit of a percentage.
There had to be a percentage by the time Cat came around. But that whole first 2 years had to be just him getting taken crazy advantage of.
I'm telling you, like, having ownership of your audience is one of the biggest, most important things moving forward.
Yeah.
Because you clearly see, just a lot of this makes sense thinking of it from the brand perspective. It has to make sense money-wise for, I don't know, Disney to pay a creator $10 million, and that makes sense for their books. Like, that's how important having an audience is. The bigger play on top of that, though, and this is no promo, this is why I'm building a product right now, is having ownership of a product with your audience.
Yeah.
Because if you see that the brand has, you know, they see the value in your audience, imagine all the revenue that the brand is getting from your audience, that just goes back to you. And I think that's something that Mr. Beast has figured out with his chocolate company and all of that. I think that's what Logan and KSI figured out with Prime, is when you're a creator and you have the influence to make your own product. So now the brand deals that you do, you benefit from it. That's bank. That's bank.
Yeah.
Also, super random. I just want to say, in my own headcanon, the friend that you were referring to that wanted to take a step backwards to get into acting has to be basically how I do work. No reason at all for me to believe that.
No, it's not.
I'm just, and you know what? You can say
funny.
it's not. I'm gonna still believe it was Marcel.
Why, is he trying to act or something?
No, not at all. That's literally the
Marcel?
first creator. That was the first creator I seen you working with. Was basically I do.
Oh,
work.
really? Oh, that's funny.
Like a Mario Kart video.
Oh, yeah.
That's just gonna be who I assume it is for no reason.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, no, shout out to you. You're one of the like 20% of people who know me from the Team 6 people. Like, no, I would say 80% of my audience is like Dashy, and then it comes down to like it's just the fact that, like, well, me and Dashy made a lot of videos together. That's my boy. But Berleezy, Corey Kenshin, I know so many people and or have them in my phone or just friends, and it's like, if they see that famous YouTubers or anybody follows me, they're just like, oh, bro, you must know what they're up to right now. I'm like, I don't know what's going on in their lives. But yeah, no, shout out to Marcel. No, I mean, I don't care who said, I feel like Berlin brought that up to me. I feel like it was Berlin. I feel like because he had seen me in an ad for like Best Buy, and he was like, I think we had recently become friends, and I don't think he knew that, like, because a lot of people who know me through traditional stuff have no idea I do internet stuff. And then a bunch of people who know me through internet stuff have no idea I do traditional entertainment until they see it on their TVs. It's just, I just don't care to bring it up like that. I'm not trying to like gloat, you know? But yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you, Souls. I think the only thing is that at the end of the day, these companies still have a benefit, because regardless of how much ownership we have, they still know that there's people who are willing to like put themselves out there on their platforms for free just for the chance to get something.
Yeah.
So like if we're being honest, everybody, YouTube, we could low key have a coup on YouTube. Like we like that whole platform is a bunch of people giving out free work. Same with TikTok. All of them. We're just putting in free work for the chance to become a Mr. Beast. And YouTube's like, shit. y'all know how to upload, right? Y'all good? All right, cool. We're gonna wait. We're gonna, because you know we get 55 of your check. It's not even an equal share. We make all the content. And they're like, hey, y'all, I like that video. That's a good one. Okay. So even in this, they benefit off this more than we do sometimes. It's weird. Like it's a weird game to play, because like every time I think about, but it's like it's almost the reward for the, not necessarily risk, but the chance. It's like you're playing the lottery every time you post something. So if that can boost like 10% of users' careers and trajectories astronomically, then your brain is like, I might as well take a risk. Shoot. I post my little goofy stand-up comedy clips hoping I pop like my homie Matt Rife. I'm like, bro, I could do exactly what he's doing, if not better. I got that.
Matt Rife is actually one of the better examples of a content creator turned traditional the last like couple years. But.
Well, he was traditional up until everyone discovered him. Like he was never not a like he was a comic before most comics I know who are popping right now. He was a he was a comedian and actor, and he was on Wild 'N Out those years, and I know he hosted TRL with DC, and he was super anti the internet. He was like, bro, I just don't like it. And I think it's because the internet allows anyone to talk any type of trash on you. And, since he's, like a good looking white dude, he would probably get hated on by dudes who feel insecure about themselves and or lusted at by women, or just talk trash on because that's what the internet is. And, half your chat's been trolling the whole time. So I get it. It's life. But he did escalate to where he is because one of those clips popped. And he probably could have been living a good life the way he was as a comedian. Similarly, like he'd probably just be like, like a feature act or a show, or what do you call it, a headliner on the road. But the internet, playing that internet game, took him to becoming a multimillionaire, like Forbes 30 under 30, and being and having Netflix throw him probably 20 M's for a special. And also Live Nation throwing him 30 M's for a tour, and then all that other stuff. So it's just, are you willing to play that game for the reward? I think most people are.
Last thing before we go, and this has been a great conversation. Why do you think? Because Bezos definitely has this theory in his mind that one day, like, the traditionalists are just going to learn that the internet is better and come over to the internet side. Why do you think that that's like taking so long, or why do the traditionalists not take that route at all? Even,
well, who is not doing it now? What traditionalist is still refuting the internet's dominance?
I think that it's either there's some in small areas that may still be doing it, which is interesting because right, I think as we move on, people are slowly but surely coming on. I think that it would be I think that we expect to see like this heavy, like, yo, we just booming on the internet right now. But there's still some people that are just slow to the draw as to doing it. So what makes them still slow to the draw when it comes to doing it?
Maybe they're just not good at it, but I don't think.
I think some people, it could be they're not good at it or they're not savvy, but also it could just be older people just have so much money they're not concerned. Like the same with the way y'all are saying, because I think Omar, you mentioned, why aren't we investing in new IP and new content? Well, all the old heads are still here. They got to die off for us to get a chance. Like, if I'm being real, like there's some people who have been famous for the last 40 years. So it's only such a small window for people to get that opportunity to also get their shine. You see it in different avenues, whether it's a Mr. Beast or like an Ali Sadiq who's finally getting his flowers. He's super funny, super talented. Pen games, crazy.
Yeah,
but
wonderful story.
And he's been going since 92. But he popped in 2022. So it's just one of those, like, you have to, I guess, and not to say he didn't want to pop any sooner, or I wouldn't know. That's his story to tell. But I think it's also a bit of control. We're not going to probably give everything up to the internet immediately. I wouldn't do that either, as someone who works in entertainment and thinks that there's definitely a lack of quality when we hit the internet. Like, quality takes a big dip when everyone can post. That, that's just true. Now, you can, say, you can refute that all you want, but I'm not watching Jake Paul box because I think he can box. I want to see him get knocked out because I think it's ridiculous that he's boxing to begin with, and I think he knows that. I'm pretty sure he leans into that. Nothing against him. I think he's great at selling it.
You get a lot of
money. I'm sure if that beer can hit his head, he would have knew what to do. You know what I mean? But that's just how I see it. I think all traditional like companies and people have at least dipped their toe into like digital and or internet content. Like I feel like the biggest wave of when it happened was when like Will Smith made a YouTube channel. And he blurred the lines between what a famous person is and what like it is to have a parasocial relationship with the human that is Willard Smith, which I don't think necessarily benefited him. I think he could have been just as successful and relevant the same way you have like a Leonardo DiCaprio, who he doesn't post on the internet. He's not on there like that. Beyonce's hardly on there like that. Beyonce's as big as she ever was, and she's like, yeah, like I'll tease y'all with like a new album coming out, but I'm still Beyonce. Like I'm larger than life. What are we talking about? You know?
I think it's more so interesting to me when like there's like a younger act that's kind of avoiding doing some stuff on the internet, providing more stuff on the internet. Like I can get it why the old school might do it.
If a younger act
20.
Yeah, if a younger act doesn't want to, then that's probably just a choice where they're like, I want to make it the way I want to make it. Like I have a very clear trajectory on what I want to do. And I say this as someone who damn near consults for content creators randomly, like or even people. I will see a friend of mine who's just living their life, and I'll be like, dang, bro, you know, if you took this and put this here, I promise you it would do really well. And they're like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, you should try that. And they're like, like I just don't want to. I want it on my terms. And some people can do that, but they are just putting themselves in a space where they're going to have to play that waiting game then, which is fine. I think that that's okay. Like I was doing a podcast however many months ago where I was kind of similar to what you guys do. I was like talking about things that were going in and out of the zeitgeist of news and entertainment that I liked on my own, that I liked and I wanted to react to. But at a certain point, I was like, you know, I'm tired of having to keep up with it all. Like this is cool and fun, and I probably could social hack and get like, or algorithm hack and get like favored in the algorithm faster by talking about things that are relevant. But I don't feel like I'm building a community with this. I'm just kind of trying to get like quick hits because I would rather be successful sooner than later. So I scrapped that entire idea, and now I've gone out of my way to sit back and interview people who I actually find interesting and have like those evergreen conversations similar to like a Rogan or Theo Von or whatever. And it's for me like kind of cathartic because I'm just trying to sit down with like as many people as I can as I get older so I can look back in 20 years and be like, oh, I got a chance to talk to that person. That's cool. Whether it's someone famous or it's like my uncle who was like my dad's brother or my mom or something, to be like, damn, they're dead. At least I have this video of when we were actually having like a real open and honest conversation, because I don't have a lot of those. I don't think many people have that with a lot of people they know. So to me, I would rather go through the slow burn of seeing that maybe become something. And even if it doesn't, it's okay, because it's more just like a personal project for me that I'm looking forward to making. Compared to being like, okay, Drake's got another baby mama. Let me get on that immediately. And or Meet the Grams makes sense now. Like, you know, I could do that. That's 20K views. Rip off 24 hours, 20K views. But you know, that's 24 in 2026, that video's dead. Might as well delete it. But I mean, you can also do that and do the other stuff too. Like you could just make a reaction channel and be like, oh, I can do a quick 5-10 minute reaction about what's happening and just make it super low lift and not, you know, do any editing. Just literally like, let's see what the article is. And, you know, if you're someone like me, I could yap for 10 to 12 minutes and it'll be entertaining. I don't need no edits to make me entertaining. So I would say you could do that. You could do that in that realm. But that's just my opinion. But if you're a younger person and you just want that, it's probably just a feeling of validation. I had a friend who I sat down with who is from the UK, who is a comedian, actress, and writer, and she got into stand-up comedy on accident. And now all the people around her are like her agents as well are telling her like, hey, can you keep doing comedy? Because like that's getting the doors open for you. And she's like, I don't want to do that. Like, she's like, I did it. I got a Netflix special. I hit the goal. I want a TV show. I want a
Tiffany
movie.
Haddish.
No, it's not Tiffany Haddish. but this is my friend who wants to have more. Tiffany's already popping, by the way. You know that, right?
I just said a random name. I promise you.
I don't know Tiffany that well. I've done comedy shows with her, but I don't know her that well.
Nor more than us.
But this friend of mine said that her career trajectory is what she would want, like how Quinta Brunson's is, or Issa Rae, where she is like, yeah, I want to write like the movie and or TV show that catapults me into the next level. And I was on my podcast talking with her for a long time about like, okay, I hear you, but why don't you think you could get those opportunities to kind of like gravitate towards you through continuing to do stand-up? And she was like, I don't want to fucking do comedy in the middle of fucking Delaware. I don't want to. She's like, I got a Netflix special. I'm good. I don't want to go on the road to bum ass towns and just tell jokes to people who I don't give a fuck about. I was like, okay.
All our Delawareans, that is JD's opinion.
Not my opinion. Shout out to Delaware, New Hampshire. Was that close? I don't know. Martha's Vineyard. But yeah,
that's why
everybody wants
not close.
Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it their own particular way. That's all I gotta say. So like, even with y'all and the stuff that y'all create, I mean, I'm sure y'all could easily make a phone call and randomly maybe be in some people's streams and easily pop through IRL if you wanted to. I know I can. I got Deshae Frost's number in my phone. I can hit him up. Like, I know him. I know a few people. I know people who know FaZe Clan, all that stuff.
You know Avery B?
I don't know if I know that person. No, that name is familiar though.
Yo,
I'm honest, bro. I know that name though. But I'm just saying, I know Senna. Like, I'm cool with her. I know hella people in these realms. I could hit them and be like, bro, help me pop. I'm trying to be OG IRL. Let me get in there. But
we can do that.
It just depends. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I'm just saying.
Why haven't we tried it? What the fuck?
I will say this, not to say you could just do it, but I think that a lot of us who work in these realms do not consider the access that they have to people. Also, yes, I've seen the Freaky Frost allegations. I've seen it. I know. But listen, I'm on the internet. I see what happens. It's whatever.
That was the craziest thing you said today. I got to shade
all the comments to read.
I've seen it.
Of all the pulls from that phone,
the Shea Frost.
I'm just saying. Listen, but that's his business. He's changed the content up. He's doing well. I don't know, but same with DDG. You think DDG didn't go to streaming university to segue away from being called a deadbeat father? Well, we all saw that. Omar made a video on it, didn't he? Did he make like 3 videos? 7 videos? Am I tripping?
Yeah.
Ooh,
it gotta be that
he know about us, for real.
Can we pull up the video of let's keep it a buck? Halle Bailey's a terrible mother. What?
What?
Did y'all not make that content? Did y'all not make these videos?
We got a record limit.
2 hours? 2 hours on how a young woman is being mistreated? What's happening?
This is crazy.
Am I not supposed to know the page I'm coming onto?
He knows too much. He knows too much.
Hey, what was your ideas? They're out there now.
What? Pin the video, chat. What?
No.
What? We could get into all of it. We're be nasty. What? All those videos? What?
We know about this.
You little gooners think I don't watch? What are we talking about?
That was a crazy pull.
What?
That was a crazy pull.
What?
That was a crazy pull.
What's up? It's y'all posted these videos.
I did not
Am I
think
crazy?
you knew all that, dog.
What do you mean? Bro, I've been watching y'all for like 2 years before we ran into each other.
I think we underestimate.
This is why I'm careful about what I post online. See? I'm still trying to work with brands, kids. I'm still trying to be on television.
Right there with you, man.
I'm just saying.
I feel the same way. That's why I posted.
I'm just saying. Ain't this a pod? Don't you want these clips? Clip it up.
Oh, we got our clips. Don't worry. Holly's already going crazy.
Chat, we don't have a WAP account.
Point, our editors try to clip.
Do we have a WAP account with like $5,000 to give to the chat in case they make some viral?
He knows.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god!
How much success that we had?
Is the space?
And don't forget, chat. Tag at JD Witherspoon. Send it to me. I'll throw you $5. That's all I got.
Yo, he is in the spaces anonymous. Anonymous.
Young, he be tapping them spaces.
How are we gonna get embarrassed about the content we're producing? What?
Oh no! Hey, listen, I'm fine with it because I gotta go live and upload tomorrow. So I said it today.
Come on now.
I'm standing on business.
Flip it up.
Yeah, screw Hallie, right?
The last thing I am is embarrassed. She is a bad mother. How about that? Yeah.
Why?
That's them too. I like my business.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm on Be My Ball season 3. I'm playing. Imagine Damo's a producer for DDG and he's like, yeah, now you work for me.
Hey man, step one,
paying you well too.
Hey, step one, getting in the top 0.000% listeners on the Spotify wrap up. That's step one.
This is the nastiest thing I've ever heard.
That was
JD,
great.
this has been a phantasmical episode.
It's been fun. Y'all been cool. Y'all been cool, man. Y'all some cool little jits. That's what they call them. Jits.
Oh my God.
We're close in age.
Jit is too young. Y'all are what, big bros? How old are y'all? In your 20s? No, some of y'all are in 30s. Some of y'all are old.
Nobody here 30 yet. Nobody here 30 yet, man. Nobody here 30 yet, man.
Y'all do know. Y'all do know we all gonna die, right? Y'all know we all gonna die, right?
No,
like everybody gonna die.
But you're just closer than we are.
What, y'all 25? Y'all 26?
You're 39.
I'm
aren't you
25.
38.
I'm 30. I'm 37, but my cholesterol is low, so I'm better than all y'all.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Hey,
I'm gonna be at y'all funeral. Like, oh man, that podcast we did, baby, it was a good pod, man.
He gonna be like,
I just got some
they
wings.
sat down for 3 straight hours. I know their legs was locked up like hell. Blood.
Nah, y'all are fun. Y'all are fun. I appreciate it.
It's good that we were able to make the connection be bigger than just the comment section. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, speaking of the comment section, y'all lucky I didn't get into the comments. I was about to fry them up too, but I was like, nah, let me not. I don't know their community like that, and I'm trying to get new viewers, guys. Girls, I don't think there's many girls here. Guys,
2%.
Yeah, there's definitely none. There's none. Those are dudes masking as girls. Guys,
stand up.
Follow me. Come to my comedy shows. Watch my videos. I appreciate you.
Are you going to DreamCon next year?
I think so. I believe I'll be part of the programming. That's what they told me because they asked me to do it for like 2 years in a row, and then this past year I just randomly went. Just on like a whim. I was like, it looks fun. Let me go stop by.
Yeah, we saw
which was cool because then I met 80% of my viewers. I was like, this is where all my views come from. Shout out to black people. I love it. That's cool. That's great. 40 at DreamCon. Hey, I might own the building. Let's be honest. Do we have sound effects? Can I do my sound effects? Do they work?
Oh man,
I don't know. I don't think mine are coming through. I don't know if they are.
No, they're not. They're not. But
they
I
were.
I do need the mic set up though.
Or wait, hold on.
I asked it earlier, but the mic is
Here
crazy.
you go. At 11 o'clock.
What was that?
We didn't hear it.
Now they coming. Now they coming through, but you might
hear
get
the
it.
sound, but not you.
Shut up, youngins. Listen to the sound effects.
Okay, here we go.
It's on purpose. Nah, you 40 for real.
Yeah. You use the right terms.
No, stop.
You have every sound.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Is it the Vine Boom? Did I just hear the Vine Boom?
That's the OG, man. That was
The OG Big Bad Vine Boom.
Listen, I just hope you youngins just, be chill. Don't be on that Drake stuff. That's all I got.
Oh my God. He's telling dad jokes.
Get copywritten. All right, listen, bro. Listen. I promise you, my streams are way more technical than y'all's. I'm just saying. I've been doing
40.
Oh, ageist. Hey,
you started this.
Whoa! Don't some of y'all aren't y'all engaged? Aren't y'all into that? Some of y'all got
Beyonce's.
We're just young and engaged.
Y'all, nothing wrong with that. Just why are we denying getting older? Let's embrace it, everybody. We're all getting older. Y'all like we're not 14. We don't have to point at our nose to talk about ourselves. We could just talk.
Sage, he talking about you.
Nosies.
We just
he still did it first. I still
as people start pointing at
everyone here has bad. Listen, everybody here's got bad knees. I know it. I'm looking at you.
Okay,
listen, it's okay.
I play ball.
Bad knees, bad ankles. I know your backs are hurting. Listen, you don't stretch enough. I can tell.
literally played basketball right before the pod. I'm moving.
Oh, that's what y'all do. I forgot. Y'all hoop. Did y'all hoop it this year's? What's it called?
We did hoop it this past year.
I was remembering that, and my brain was like, because I brought shoes because I thought somebody told me to hoop. I think it was one of my boys. But next year, if y'all are there, I would love to hoop with y'all. If I'm feeling it.
We'll do it. I do want you to know, and we'll probably get like Adonis back out there, chiseled Adonis back out there too. I do want you to know, for some reason, our community keeps getting better.
Every meetup. Yeah.
Oh, you mean to go hoop?
Yeah. More D1 athletes spawn out of nowhere.
Oh, really? Like, you know what's funny? You guys are all fairly taller than I assumed. Is that weird? Like, you guys, like, no disrespect, outside of Damo, you all are clocking in my brain around like 5'9" and below. But like, I feel like Souls was tall, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, Souls, I think, was like 5'10".
You have no idea.
Souls was 5'10". Souls was 5'10". Omar was 5'9".
Yeah,
no idea.
Okay,
I'm just saying. Did you know your kings are so tall? Shout out to the kings.
But respectfully speaking, our community is actually taller.
I'm about to say our community is pretty tall as well.
No, communities, we not gonna bring them in. They be tall. They all know how to play video games. I hate that. My community's like that. They be whooping my ass at Super Smash Bros. I'm like, why don't y'all just leave me alone?
On-camera talent makes a short community. Taller on camera. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's true.
We get
that's true.
Guys.
I feel that. I just remember being like, y'all are all tall, because I'm 6'2", and I was like, y'all randomly just like sprouted up. I was like, look at these boys growing. They eating. Look at them.
5'10".
Boys.
I like that. Yo, Omar.
You just gave them.
I ain't gonna lie. Everybody was wearing lifts in their shoes. I don't know what was going on.
Literally for the past 2 years. For the past 2 years, Omar and Souls have been 5'7" and 5'8" battling. You just gave them the craziest boost of ego. Saying,
I'm on chest acting like I'm the shortest one on the podcast.
Maybe I was like, was I crouching? Was I like slouching?
No, you were not. No, you weren't.
I swear it felt like y'all were eye level, and I was tripping. I was like,
you see me in the frame right now? Like in the frame, like type shit. Like,
speaking of frames, Omar, this is just my own personal critique from being a person who works in entertainment. I just want you, when you film your next few videos, just pull back and give me like 2 inches of headroom. Pause. Like, for some reason in the recent, I'm not trying to be rude, like in the recent videos, you've been like right here, and I don't know why it bugs me. So since we're on this call, I just wanted to let you know
the reason
that I feel
why
like you could just like
the reason why. Yeah, I'm trying some different things. I've been trying to get my outfits to be more in the video. Look, I just
graphic tees.
What's going on?
Girls hate. Women hate graphic tees. We don't need to promote them.
I'm engaged. That does not matter to me. But but
we want to get that 2% women audience up. We want more women watching.
We're not talking
solos. You're gonna have to change a few of your opinions too.
On my solos, it's like 30%. They think that I'm like a Mark Lamont Hill. Like, they love my.
You're scamming. I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Hey, I got it. My fiance,
you got delusional Dr. Umar mommies in your chat.
I told my fiance, I was like, if I was single, I would know exactly how to do it. Because I would be like, the way that I decompress in 25 is with matcha. Like, there's no way around it. I gotta have.
I'm a matcha ninja now. I get you.
I'm mentioning Huda.
Also, chat. Y'all can't be this crazy homophobic about that 2 inches comment. I wasn't talking about that. The fact y'all thinking about it is mad sus. Just saying, y'all are grown. That's weird to be caught up on that.
I'm trying
like
to
12 people writing 2 inches in there. Strange. I'm literally talking about camera framing. That's all I was talking about.
Okay, I gotta read these super chats. JD.
There was a bunch. Oh, we should have. Read them. I'm still here. I'll hang. I've been here all night now.
I know, right? You told me like 30
no, I'm just kidding. I'm recording in the background on OBS. I'm gonna clip it up myself.
JD's like, I got 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Me, dang. Okay, let's get it out fast.
Nah, I'm here now. The only thing I had to do today was like we're moving out this week, but we got till Sunday. I got time.
Do y'all use any other jelly besides grape jelly for your peanut butter? This could be quick. I promise you, I didn't want to stick here. Somebody tried to give me.
All right, chat. This is it. Fry them.
Peach jelly. They tried to give me peach jelly, and I never even wanted it. Rodney,
marmalade's fire though. Not with jelly.
Aren't you in ATL? That's land of the peaches.
I'm about to say that you Georgia.
But I'm also allergic to peaches too. So that.
And that's something they know.
They should. It's in my bio on everything. Like, allergic to peach skin.
Your pronouns
right under turmeric.
No peach.
Yes. Shouts out to Vision Man for $2.22. says JD, we trolling this the AO podcast, not the OG.
Oh, don't shout out to Vision Man. Don't promote Vision Man's super chat. Go to the other ones before. They were better. We can get to this one later.
This
one's only $2.22. There was like somebody who did $9. Vision Man, you got to wait your turn.
Y'all see how he's doing it? I think
he said it.
I'm being a human.
Now look,
I forgot to mention, I'm unapologetically me. Like I try to tell people, if you see me on the internet and or see me in person, I'm the same guy. So parasocial wise, if I call you a weirdo through the camera, I might do it to your face. I'm just saying. And that's not a dig. Shout out to Vision Man. We appreciate the $2.22, but we should go up. There was like 40 ones that I saw before.
We're gonna speed through the 199s. They know what they're doing. For 199,
no. I appreciate it. It's good money. I don't listen.
Look at them.
If anything, I forgot. I'm getting what 50% of this pod, right? Lil Baby.
All right, Lil Baby. Hold on now. You went in the booth.
TV said, when I met Souls at the liquor store, he was 6'2".
That was
crazy.
For $2,
we gonna rap in the booth?
Yeah, I don't know.
50.
IDLK for 199 says, how many A's is in Superman?
What?
I don't know.
All right, you ain't got to read the stupid ones. You could let those go. I'm just playing.
For $4.99, Unusual Koji says, have y'all seen the new Lego Batman game? My 23-year-old ass is getting it. Pause.
It looks good.
It looks good.
For $10, Edwin Gaming. He's on fire. What's up, y'all? Freshly married and it feels good. Oh yeah, shout out to him. He also said,
shout out to Unc. Marriage.
Went to a WNBA game for the first time tonight. Shit was mad lit. Let's go Sky. Y'all lost.
Damn.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
They lost. Also, that's another way I would get women too. I got season tickets to the WNBA.
Embarrassing.
Shouts out to Chef.
He's on fire.
Becomes a member for 11 months. Damn, it's almost a year, Chef. When you get a year, we'll do a celebration for you. I appreciate you. IDLK for 199 says Vanos Lou and basically used to smack.
That is very true, man. Shout out the crew.
I don't. It's Key for $10.
He's on fire.
Y'all recently spoke on the content creator to sports TV pipeline is dead. How would you compare that to the transition to building a brand off of sports content difficulty-wise?
I brought that up. I don't know if you missed
it. Collab with ex-NBA players. Shout out to Omar's brother. That's your brother, right?
Yeah.
That's a shortcut.
Yeah. That's truly
just DM him with some good content. I feel like, or talk trash. I'm sure if you talk enough trash on Gilbert, he'll be like, you need to come on the podcast.
And people got to understand, everybody wants to say something in 2025. So if you got a platform and you give them the opportunity to say something, they'll come on there and just say whatever.
Or get famous for bad takes. Isn't that a thing? Like, I feel like I don't know who I watch. Somebody who's
that's a little old now, though.
Isn't it
a little?
They're replacing the famously for bad takes for now being famous for rage baiting. That's what the new one is. They're replacing bad takes with rage bait.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Film Teeth, $2 says, JD, what was it like to record your role in Laser Wolf?
Oh, that's a great question. That was fun. Shout out to my boy Carl Jones, who is a producer on the Boondocks and Black Dynamite and all these other projects. He called me randomly to do that job, to do what they call it, a scratch audition. It was like the creator of the show needed someone to fill in the lines because they didn't have them filled out. So then he was like, come do the audition, and if your voice is maybe something that the creator of the show likes, maybe he'll give you the job and you can get the role. And that's exactly what happened. And then I got 2 seasons on a show for Adult Swim, and it was a very wacky show. Shout out to Laser Wolf. Shout out to Vince Staples, who I never met in person there. We just did our lines. He was a part of it. And then, I was like a weird horse called Stupid Horse. That was my character.
Shouts out to Ninja Killer.
He's on fire.
74 for $10. Says, I know that combo was earlier, but there's a clip of Raja saying he was going to go off script out now. Oh, that's old. That's old. But we appreciate you. Like, that clip has been out. Not it just
appreciate you.
IDK for $4.99.
He's on fire.
Says 1A. These random super chats.
That's not random. He's talking about Raja's punches.
Superman?
Yes.
I didn't want to make that joke during the thing. But
JMB to MVP for $2. Speaking of Vine, does anyone remember Kaylin Fox?
No.
IDK again for $4, $5.
He's on fire.
Also, Reverse Flash in the DCU is going to be insane.
Temper your expectations.
Yeah. Cool Bro for $1.99. Euphoria Sundays are a thing when they release EPs.
Yeah, that's a cultural show.
Euphoria is like a Love Island type thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
For $10.
He's on fire.
IDK asks. It's not IDK. It's IDLK. Sage, I don't know if you remember the Teams Down Bad series, but you should bring it back.
I'm far from basketball, gang. I'm sorry. I feel like I'd talk about basketball again. I tuck my tail. I'm good, bro.
Wavy for $2. The Gulp system. Hey, sometimes. Sad Gumdrop for $5. Says W Pod. Shout out to the pod. Cool Bro for $1.99. We done with the 90s movies, right, Omar? No, I never said that. Some of them, though. Absolutely. For $1.99, kudos to says geeking off that Penzel Washington.
He liked it. Look at his face. He liked it. He liked it. He liked it. Look at his face.
No way.
He liked it. What the fuck?
What is this, JD?
What the
Nah, it's too wide.
Dude, I told you the production.
That's too many inches.
I still need the mic setup, man.
Isn't that like 15 inches?
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Shout out to Mir. No. Shout out to Mir for $10.
Hey, what the fuck?
Look at you. Now your mic is broken. That's because you're 40.
Sorry, chat. Get your man from them, yo.
Mir for $10 says, just started college, so I'm going to probably need this money. But y'all helping me get through it. Shouts out to LKIAB.
Shout out to you, gang.
You need that, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rodney TV for $1.99. That's not what I meant to play. Movie was weak because punk Rocky. Okay. Well,
everybody just hates him now.
I know. Shouts out to Fool.
ASAP was corny in that movie, but it was all right.
Oh, man, got it.
Fool, where's the Draco for $50? Says, this is a super chat. I can't believe my favorite podcast is collaborating with my favorite childhood YouTuber. Wow. Big shouts out to, Big JD Witherspoon. Love your content, Unc. You got me into competitive Super Smash Bros.
Hey. What's up, bro? My bad. Give me a second. Sorry. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you to say. Little Jit, I'm glad that you grew up watching my content, and look at you now. You're still looking at Unc. Look at him. I got gray hairs now, though, unfortunately. But I appreciate you. That was very nice. That was a very nice comment. Who's your main? They probably left by now. But who was your main in Smash? I'm curious.
Jake Clark for $5.
He's on fire.
Zoe 101 and iCarly reboots some of the worst things to touch Earth. Worst things?
The iCarly reboot did disappoint.
Dang, I forgot iCarly had
I didn't hear anything about it. That's a better
the iCarly reboot got to 3 seasons. What do you mean? Didn't it do well?
But it
was received well at first, but as it went on, I didn't like it as much.
But first off, y'all are grown men who shouldn't have been watching iCarly at all. Regardless of that.
Whoa. That's
I'm
not
just
true.
saying it was not for you.
It wasn't for you.
Dun, dun, it's me. I know that theme song, but I knew how to skip the channel too. I was like, okay, this is weak. And then I just kept going on watching Dragon Ball Z.
Nah, I was watching iCarly.
Do you remember how old you were when you were watching iCarly, Damo?
I was like,
a choice, Damo.
Between 10 and 13, that range.
That's what you think?
Oh, you were Jit. Never mind.
What year? What year?
Know who you
What year was it?
iCarly comes out in 07, ends in 12.
Yes, that's probably the range where it was at. I graduated in 2015. You said from 07 to 2012. 2012 is the start of high school, so 14. Yeah.
Dang, 2012 is the start of high school. Is crazy. That's
I know, right?
Here. How old are you?
That's hilarious. I'm 28.
Looking 84. That's insanity. That's crazy. How do you do it? No, I'm playing. That's you. You know you're supposed to look young for your age, right? No, I'm playing. That's shitty.
DY
that's fascinating though. That's cool. That's what's up. I wasn't trying to be mean.
DY for $10 says 2%, 30% here. LOL here for Sage. LOL and Omar. Mark Lamont Hill. Who you feeling like? I'm Omar Lamont Hill. What are you talking about?
What you got the side cam too?
I promise you, my production is crazy high, y'all. I promise you.
Oh, I see it.
It's unnecessary. No, this is I got like a 4 camera angle for no reason. Mark Lamont Hill, shout out to him for bringing some emotional intelligence to Joe Budden's podcast. It's always weird to see him just say normal things and then they get so upset. They're like, "How dare you, Mark Lamont Hill, call me out for my anger issues?" It's so interesting.
Massage,
so funny.
That's the real one.
And then Joe being like, "I don't want to hear none of that bullshit." And then Flip being like, "I don't know what those words mean." Flip is so funny, dog. I love Flip. He's so funny, but I'm like, bro, man, y'all should have never brought Mark Lamont on here.
The only thing that Flip provides to me is that I'm learning in real time and help me out, Parks. Help me out, Parks. Hold me down. For $5.
He's on fire.
Novely says, I'm turning 20 next month. Can I get some advice for the early 20s? Have way more sex than you're having.
Ask these unks right here. They're all in their 20s. They should know.
Have way more sex than you're having.
Get you a hug, bro.
Yeah.
Go to therapy. That'll help you.
Novely is literally contributing, not in a bad way, but just by, nature of him being who he is. He's contributing to the male loneliness epidemic at a crazy high level. So,
who?
If you pay for it, you can't eat it.
Oh man, for $20, Jay Clark says, I'm 90% sure the promotion is run by Rikishi. So you would think he of all people would have better judgment than to randomly include a novice with no pro wrestling knowledge. Don't know if y'all made that point already though. Y'all love wrestling.
Rikishi not dead?
And that's also
nah. If anything, he be
no disrespect. I thought he died.
Nah, some people don't like him.
Nah, that was a maka.
Stuff about Jay being underutilized every now and then. If anything,
Rikishi still putting his ass in people's faces. Shout out to Rikishi, man. You don't do that no more.
Nah,
that was the move. When I was a little jit back in 1981, he was throwing his ass. It was
the stink face was the move.
6'1", 425 with 9 kids.
You're doing all this.
I did not know he was.
He's not dead though. That's good.
Yeah.
He has a podcast. Good. We got collab.
Shouts out to Rio to go for $2. Says Raja had more teachers than students in his class. Shouts out to the Toon Kid for becoming a member.
That's crazy.
Shouts out to the Fuji Finesser. $5 says Rampage actually confronted Raja after he was kicked in the face and de-escalated 2 fights on his stream. He's more responsible than y'all think. They love that conversation.
That Raja?
Yeah. Raja Rampage.
He's on fire.
It's Christian. Just became a member for 30 months. Says he said to his chat 50 subs to knock him out.
Oh, wait, who said that?
That was Raja. We probably should have read these before. That's awful.
Did they do it? I'm assuming they did.
They'll do anything for chat. Do y'all don't IRL stream, right?
No.
We tried it during DreamCon, but
did it work or was it just too much technical stuff?
Too much technical stuff.
It's a technical thing for sure. I mean, you could get one of those backpacks. I do it off the phone and it works pretty well. But I mean, y'all seem to have a lot more sense than most in the sense of like you're not looking at your chat to make decisions. I always think that part's crazy. Like when I see.
That's why we would never do it though, or even we would never do it. And from a personal aspect, we probably it would. There's no intention behind it. People are doing this stuff without any intention.
Yeah, that's true.
Any plan. So like, unless we had intention, we would never really get into it for real.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's fun if you have like an event to do, but if you don't have anything like kind of planned, it's just kind of You're just kind of doing it for the, I don't know. I mean, I'll do it sometimes if I got a busy day, but it just depends on how I'm feeling.
Shouts out to Goat for $5.
He's on fire.
Couple more. His chat rage baited him. He was saying he was going to KO him and he wasn't going to stop until someone pulled him off just before he did it. That's fine. I think y'all are giving that man a lot of grace. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga. Excuse my language. God.
JMB the MVP for $5.
He's on fire.
What up, Run J Run? I was
Come on now, wait. You got how do you spell it?
Run JD Run. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Don't fuck my name up, bro. What's up? You invited me here. I'm your guest. Like, what's up?
I was either an 8th grader or a freshman when I first found your videos. Your Sonic Adventure playthroughs.
Hey, that's someone who found me for my own silly videos. Thank you so much, man. They might not be here anymore, but those Sonic Adventure playthroughs would probably get me canceled now. I would sit there with no cam and I would do voiceovers of me playing as Sonic and all the characters, and I would say some wild stuff. Actually, my most viewed video on my channel is a animation from one of those episodes, and it's crazy, but it's funny. I liked it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, he's froze. Okay.
God,
I was like, man, this is a crazy pause.
Chat, is this what y'all deal with on a weekly basis? Hey, come to my channel, youtube.com/JD Witherspoon, or gaming, youtube.com/RunJDRun. We got
you back.
More. You back. Oh, you could pause a little longer. I'm promoing right now. So also,
Darius Williams says for $10, what's up, JD? I was in your stream when Kamala had a Glock in her Rari.
Oh, that's funny. I think I replied to that in chat when I saw it, but that was silly. Shout out to Kamala. She could have made the country better.
Shout out to Rio to Goat for $5.
He's on fire.
Oh shit, the real is back. The Ville is back. Shout out Big O, no Robinson. He seen the bat signal in the sky and came home. The pod is officially saved. That's what it says. I'm just reading what it says. I don't, not saying I agree or disagree, but it is what it is. Shouts out to Thunder Up, $2. Says let's go band for band with $2. Darren Saintis for $10. Smacked my face on the bottom of a pool Saturday during the vacation and had to get 6 to 7 stitches. Doc recommended ice cream for the pain, so we geeked off some Ben and Jerry's tonight.
So that didn't pass the vibe test.
Thumbs down.
Shouts out to Ibrahim.
He's on fire.
For $5. Says, dang, I wish Raja would have just slammed him. He could have easily gotten away with that.
I thought he was selling the slam at first, by the way. When he first fell, I thought he was like, ooh, and it's over. And then he just started feeling like, psh, psh, psh. But then I was like, oh, he's not waking up.
Yeah, he was off.
A football hit the turf.
Yeah, after his head bounced, I was like, he's not selling that. That was that was a regular MMA slam. That wasn't wrestling.
Right. Because I even thought about that. I was like, yeah, this move is not something I've seen in wrestling. I'm like, it's not a power bomb. His back's not taking the impact.
How do you do an Alabama slammer and a spine buster?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You don't. Shouts out to Ragnar. $10 says first pod live. Hope y'all boys doing well. Cat emoji.
Shout out to the cat emojis. I got a cat.
Oh,
y'all got cats? Cats are nice, man. You have a cat? You have a dog?
I'll get one. I'm planning on getting a cat.
Cats are cool. Listen, they got their stuff kind of. I like cats. I wasn't a cat person. Obviously, I had to get to know my wife's cat. Now it's our cat, and no need to get horny in the chat after I just said that. But I feel like cats they're cool. They're cool. Self-efficient. Shit on their own. You ain't gotta walk them. Just gotta leave some food out. Spend time with them. I like cats.
Shouts out to Kudos to
He's on fire.
$5 says, yo, Omar, my great grandfather is Geechee, but I'm from Baltimore. I'm just learning about them for real. Educate me. Red rice. That's all you need to know. Really, just eat the red rice.
I'm an unk. What is Geechee?
It's the people from South Carolina, like the people that were enslaved on the coast of Charleston and stuff like that. That's not a new age thing.
Y'all are teaching history here. I love it. That's good. That's good.
Sometimes we get a little intellectual.
I had a roommate because I went to Morehouse for 1 year, and my roommate was from South Carolina. I could not understand a word he said the first 2 weeks of being in the dorm
probably why.
with him.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, he was cool though. I had to help him to break down certain words. It was interesting.
Was he from Charleston specifically?
I think maybe close to it. I forget.
Like Xavier Leggett.
That's what it was.
Cool accent though.
Last few. Shouts out to Roddy TV.
He's on fire.
$5 says, no Omar and a guest. Oh boy, I'm dworking and hitting the Playboy Cardi. God is good.
Dworking.
Dworking.
That's dick twerking, ain't it? That's crazy. They just said dick twerking. Dworking. That's somebody needs to make a t-shirt.
You haven't seen it?
Somebody needs to make a t-shirt. They've been doing that for a while. But have they been calling it dworking?
Yes, the new term is working. Yeah, man. Yeah. Shaking that shit for real.
Shaking's crazy. That's wild.
$10 says Big J to the Dizzle in the building. Dashy references for the tots.
There we go. I'll dwork to that.
Last but certainly not least, please. Jessworth donated 10 gifted subs.
He's on fire.
This pot's about to be crazy once we split it, guys. I can't wait.
Hey, it's crazy.
It's awesome.
Taxes and stuff like that. Yeah, it's probably like
it's wild. I've been counting it all night. I have like a little piece of paper, so we're good.
I'll send you a dub.
Listen, good luck splitting it between the four of y'all, but me, I'm getting a nice little bag.
JD Witherspoon, everybody. This is
Rage is not sure if I'm joking or not. Or Sage, excuse me. He's like, I don't like it.
Called Rage?
It was an accident. There's an S, there's an R.
No way.
But I didn't call him that because
clip it.
Clip that.
There's some more.
I didn't call him that because he reminds me of Rage. He doesn't have those curls.
Yes,
turn on
this is
Rage.
Yeah,
girls. Yeah,
the do-rag is on.
I'm about to say, and if he didn't have a do-rag on, man, oh man,
I'm cooked.
Listen, if he was Rage, he would have been out of this group a while ago. We just got to keep it a buck. We got to keep it a buck.
But if he was Rage, we would be back pushing the wheelchair around. So
you would be the ones who would have broken his legs. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Isn't that what happened? I assume someone broke his legs. How did his legs break?
He got double knee surgery.
Did you make a video on that I missed, Omar?
He has like mad degenerative knees. Like
he got the Lonzo Ball surgery.
Knees are broken?
Yeah.
He's got Brandon Roy syndrome.
Yeah.
Like all jokes aside,
are you little jits old enough to remember Brandon Roy?
Come on, man. Come on,
right, man.
I'm just saying you graduated in 2022. I got to make sure. I got to make sure. Come on, jits. What's happening? What's so funny?
This has been another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. JD,
good job, kids. We did it.
Say goodbye to the people, man.
People, do I have like no? I don't have any music that's not copywritten. Sorry. People, thank you so much for watching the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. If you haven't already followed or subscribed, you know what to do. Make sure that you check them out on playback every week. They're making that content specifically for you. Shout out to Sage, Souls, Damo, everybody. Omar as well. I almost forgot Omizi. I got you though. I got you, Omizi. Yeah, they make pretty good content. Listen, my old ass is watching it, so I feel like you should too. And if you want to watch me yammer and yap and do this on platforms, it's JD Witherspoon on all platforms, or Run JD Run. That's my streamer name. I don't know. The branding's been there for so long, I'm not getting rid of it. But I hope I can come tell jokes doing stand-up in a city near you one day. And also, I probably should push my own podcast. I got a podcast called Adlib. It's not out yet. I'm going to drop the trailer soon. There's a link in whatever bio you ever find me on. It's in the link tree. Just click the Spotify icon. I appreciate you. This has been fun. We should do it again.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Do you do shows like randomly across the states, or like
you got to get bookings. So it's just one of those things where you got to get booked by the club and have your comedy agent put you in those rooms or whatnot. I don't have anything scheduled at this current time, but I have a email list that y'all can join. I feel like that's old as hell, but unfortunately, it's the only way you can really keep a connection with your audience. I recommend you all make one if you don't have one already, or some way that they can just get directly to you, whatever the app is that Soul's making, maybe. There we go. Email list is king. That's what I've heard, even to this day. From my understanding too.
Fun. When you come to Atlanta,
facts. If you're ever in North Carolina, please let me know.
I got you. Yeah.
If you're ever around.
Are you all located in different locations, by the way? Like different cities?
No.
Yes, how did y'all meet? Y'all randomly hop into like a Discord server looking at the wrong stuff, and then we're like, you guys are cool. Like, how'd that go?
Pretty much. I mean, that's the short way.
Wait a minute. That is not how it happened.
No. Were you playing games online or something?
I met Damo through my comment
section.
section.
Was it 2K?
What'd you call it? I met Souls through his comment section. He was making videos when he was first coming up. I hit him, hey man, if you ever want somebody to talk basketball with, let me know. And he invited me to do a podcast. That would never work today, but that's how that started. And then we met Omar and Sage just through the pipeline of doing podcasts. We had them both on as guests separately and realized, man, after a change of staff, we need some competent guys. And these are the best too.
Change of staff that's very specific. That sounds like you guys dropped somebody like Beyonce and then did from Destiny's Child. Was there somebody else here?
We definitely dropped somebody.
I feel like I used to. Maybe I haven't watched that long. Maybe I'm not too tapped into the Let's Keep It a Buck.
Oh no, this was super long ago.
Before that,
yeah.
I'll just go back on one of your channels. I'm sure it's there.
No. It's on Spotify.
The Wayback Machine still exists. Chat, pin it in the comments. Send it to me on Twitter. Join my Twitter account.
Damo, say goodbye to the people.
All right, Chaz, being my favorite midnight snack, and we will be back tonight. I'm still doing movie night, even though we did a 3-hour pod. Wasn't expecting that. Movie night in the OTS room. The room is right there on playback. I also will be putting it on the YouTube. Join the room, man. We are watching from the vote in the Discord. It looks like we are going to be watching How High. So this should be fun.
Great movie. Watch the sequel. No, I'm just kidding. Don't watch that one.
Well, the options were How High. It was a couple options for bad movie night. So this is Tubi movie called TKO. It stars some light-skinned dude I've never seen before, and Arnez from what was it, One-on-One back in the day. He's in it. That also Dutch 1 and 2 that has Calvin from the Tyler Perry show. Calvin, he's starring in it. He's in it, and who else is in it? Oh yeah, that model that blew up because of his mugshot. He's in it. That was another option. Yeah. He is still doing stuff, right? That was another option. I want to get it so I can give y'all the last couple of movies. Little Man was one of the contestants. Little Man is up there. Little Man was a great movie. And then Players Club. Last one, Players Club.
That's too much.
Damn, where'd he go?
He changing them damn cameras around. Sage, say goodbye to the people.
All right, people. I'll see you next time. Take care, stay blessed, and see you niggas on Thursday.
Be say goodbye to the people, man.
Peace out, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Go join the waitlist, man. Go join the waitlist.
Technical issues. Sorry,
for
my bad.
App. All right. I feel like I can get it done in like the next week, which I'm very impressed with myself. But yeah, on the waitlist.
Very special shout out to Tanar Clark, sponsor of the stream.
He's on fire.
Big sponsor of the stream. So far, deepest pockets of the year. I don't know what to tell y'all. Catch up or get left behind, mustards. And also shout out to Franchise for coming to drop a honey bun as well. Y'all know my body. New video every single day of the week. New streams, new camera angles. JD said give more headroom. Only head next episode. But
wait, no, because your old your videos used to you used to be right here.
No, they're not gonna get it
even now. Why are you so close? That microphone is the same as mine. You can pull it back.
Yeah. Get him out of here. Until next time, we will see you guys later.